This week on a brand new SAS podcast. If somebody getting on TV saying you'll never win a ring will bully you into wanting to join another superstar for a ring, that's not the media fault. That's your weak ass fault. Let's keep it stacked. That's your weak ass fault. If I like this tie-dye shirt, you can't say a damn thing to me.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we grinning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog. Ain't have a lot of shit back in
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sports pod in all the land. Bro, I'm just gonna give them one, man. We are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoat, and no biases. Only the strong arm truth. This happens to be the first time you've caught our show here on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels. What's that? That's iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, UPodOmatic, YouTube. We everywhere.
We everywhere.
I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K-Spade, the prospect.
And I'm your boy, Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Spade, when I tell you I'm feeling like I got great energy today. I don't know why. The ginseng, maybe? It was the water? Maybe it was the cucumber water? I don't know what it was.
You said
I feel like I got some good energy. Yeah, ginseng water? I don't know.
Ginseng water is a thing?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm telling you, I'm feeling like I got good energy, though. But, Spade, we got some NFL topics. Yes, finally.
About damn
Things
time.
have happened. But, Spade, let me ask. You know what? Never mind. I'll save it for later.
No, I'm just saying. I ain't know. I was wondering if that shit was still a sport.
I got you because you like taking shots at my league.
That's not a shot, bro. Look, it hasn't been any NFL topics on our show for like 2 months.
Spade, this has been the most exciting offseason in basketball, maybe in sports history about anything.
Since
the
last
NBA really
year.
did put together the craziest offseason ever in sports.
Since last
I know
year.
somebody want to get in the...
That's what the NBA do every year. They just outdid last year.
So why do the offseason be more fun than the regular season and the playoffs?
You weren't saying that when Kawhi was hitting drifting threes and squatting down to see if it was going in.
Bro, why ain't nobody watch?
Canada watch.
You've been locked in the Woj. They've been more locked in the Woj and Shams more than they was locked in on the finals.
I'm kind of tight they got that. I'm tight they got that juice like that, too. I'm not going to lie. Like
they do. They do.
Them boys got it, bro. If you had Woj juice.
They be like, yo, did Woj tweet? Did Shams tweet? Like, they be locked in.
Bro, if you had
I want to
juice,
start in the NFL.
Wait, I got a question, though. If you had Woj juice, you'll use that power for good?
Nah.
Me neither.
Nah, I be Marco Bellinelli and shit. Like, you know who I am?
Yeah,
you
God
know
don't
what
make
the
no
Woj bomb really mean? Like, that's how I'm going in the DMs.
That'll definitely be, I'll be in the club like, you want to see something funny? Watch this shit. I'll be in there tweeting my ass off. That's how I would get out of there. Anyway, let's get back. My bad. Get serious.
Yo, starting in the NFL, yo. Yeah. Starting in the NFL. Yeah. Spade, if you guys didn't know, the NFL came out and was like, yo, we've been talking about this previous year, Spade, but it looks like this junk is finally gaining some traction. The NFL won 18 games. But the little stipulation is, Spade, I always said when we talked about the 18-game season, I was like, yo, I'm good with an 18-game season, but what they got to do is they got to get rid of some of these preseason games that don't matter. Dudes play the preseason, stars be getting hurt, all type of nonsense. NFL said, yo, we want 18 games, but listen to this. A 16-game max for players, Spade. I got to get your thoughts on this because it got me to thinking.
Yep.
I was like, yo, play 18 games, but every player has a 16-game max. So now you got to decide, yo, what games do Aaron Rodgers sit out? What games do Big Ben sit out? Like, do that apply for everybody? Like, do you got to decide what games the kicker sit out? What game the punter sit out? What game offensive and defensive linemen sit out? Spade, it raises a lot of questions for me. So before I even go on about my thoughts, I want to get your thoughts on it. An 18-game season with a 16-game max per player. How do you feel about it?
It's quite possibly one of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Really?
It's a terrible idea, bro. Because look at it like this.
Really?
I'm going to tell you why.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you why. The NFL, if they don't like anything else, bro, you know what they like? Money, right?
That's right.
if a team announces that, hey, I'm just gonna throw a name out there, right? A popular name. DeAndre Hopkins is not gonna play in next week's game per his 16 game limit. Because obviously what's gonna happen is the bad teams are the teams that people are gonna get rested on. You know, you ain't gonna rest your players when you play my Dolphins because we'll whoop that ass. So you're gonna want to play
the game we resting. The whole
why would you rest
out
against
the fans?
Well, you're right, because playing the Dolphins is gonna be an L anyway. But that was probably a bad example. But the bad teams, and it's gonna end up being a political thing because the smaller markets are typically the bad teams. Sometimes anyway, the bad teams is gonna be playing against other teams. Look, if you live in an area where you got a bad team, you probably don't want to really buy a lot of tickets. You might not support that team that much because they're not good anyway. So what you get up for is the games, the home games, you know.
Now that's a good point.
When other teams come over. So when another team come over and the stars ain't playing, I just feel like it's going to start hurting their money. And the NFL care more about their money than any of this other shit.
That's
they have shown us, babe. Bro. They talk all this stuff about safety and you know, not getting in trouble, and these players are like to hit on their wives and girlfriends. The league don't like any of that shit right there. But none of that is more important to the league than they dollar signs, bro. And the league do not want to mess with their dollar signs. Plus, I hate to steal your point, but I do that sometimes. In pre-production, you brought up a real good point. Does this 16 game limit, does it apply to kickers, punters, long snappers? Like, do all of them got who out there looking at their 52-man roster in the damn spring talking about we got to make sure we keep a second long snapper? Man, it is starting field goal kickers in the league that be shanking the shit out of 35 yards. You think his backup is the guy you want to go into a playoff potential? No. I just think it's a terrible idea, bro. It's a terrible idea.
That's why
it's
great. That is why it's great.
It's not great.
Spade, it is. Aside from your point where you're saying, like, if you live in a city with a bad market, i.e. I live in Jersey, we close to the Giants, speaking of the Giants games. Of course, the Giants have Saquon Barkley, but let's just say, for example,
what about when Saquon want to rest? Who the hell want to watch that?
You ain't like, because they about to run him through the ground, bruh. But let's just say the Cowboys or the Patriots or somebody come in, they going to be like, yo, Tom Brady ain't playing, Zeke ain't playing, these guys. So I agree with you there. That's one concern that I don't even think the NFL probably even thought about. But that's a legitimate concern. Fans being like, yo, you know what? Giants suck. Maybe Saquon out that game, and then you come in, you don't even get to see the opposing team stars. That's an excellent point. But Spade, I actually like it, because now you gotta be strategic, Spade. You gotta be strategic.
This idea
Spade,
sucks.
you gotta be strategic, bruh. And let me tell you something else I read.
Sucks.
You spoke about money, Spade. One thing I read is it's going to generate an extra $2.6 billion for the players.
Is that so?
Yeah. It's going to generate an extra $2.6 billion for the players. Because now, so Spade is going to put more value on the backups. It's going to put more value on the backups. It's going to put more value on kickers. Because, I mean, we're looking at kickers now, and it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. But now if you be like, yo, Patriots got Gostkowski. If Gostkowski out against your Dolphins or the Jets, now they're going to have to go get a backup. That's going to have to get paid. Maybe one of the other things they might have to do is expand the roster. You add 2 more games, people got to sit. You're going to have to call people up. Maybe it's going to expand the roster. Maybe it'll be like, yo, instead of 52, 53 men, maybe we need 63. Maybe we need an extra 10. So, Spade, I like it, yo. I'm not opposed to this. I just it do leave me with a lot of questions that I don't know if the NFL have the answers for right now at this moment.
It's a terrible idea.
I think what you said about fans going to see other stars, I think that's a legitimate concern that they need to think about.
They also need to check. They need to run this by me, because
Spade an extra $2.6 billion, bro. You don't want your chips?
I don't really see.
You don't want your chips?
I don't see how. How is that? How is that even possible?
Extra Spade, 2 more games. That's more TV. That's more concession. That's more everything. It's going to generate more bread. You think the NFL just going to get ABC and ESPN 2 more games for free. Now they got to cut that check.
All right, but let me ask you this. If you got to have backups at all these positions, they going to raise the team salary cap? Or do that mean that's just less chips to go around for everybody? Because if it's more players, and everybody got to get a skinny piece of the pie, right?
I agree with you, Spade. I said it raised a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions that I don't know with the NFL. Nah, I like it, Spade. I like it.
You
would.
Like it. You would like it because you the football guy. You don't took too many.
I do. I like it. I want more games. Cut that preseason shit. Add 2 more games. Make it a 16-game match. Now people gotta be strategic and be like, yo, everybody gonna be sitting against the Dolphins. I mean, that's the easy. You know what I mean? That's the game.
Sit against you catching an L any damn way. Might as well rest.
My gosh.
Might as well rest.
Spade, I actually tweeted this week. I said, yo, tweet me your football team in a GIF, your favorite football team GIF, and you tweeted a Dolphin GIF, but you tweeted Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi don't play with y'all no more. He out of here.
I tweeted random black guy with dreads. I'm talking about Miami.
Oh, okay.
You know how many guys in Miami look just like Jay Ajayi?
Okay. I mean, it looked like Jay Ajayi to me.
Bro, I could sprinkle Jay Ajayi in a lineup with Miami dudes, and you wouldn't know who the hell is Jay Ajayi.
Are you kidding me? Yes, I can.
Bro,
yes,
no,
I
you
can.
wouldn't. I guarantee you Jay Ajayi.
So you saying Jay Ajayi is just looking just like Melvin Gordon? They the same person?
Yes. If you put him in a Dolphin uniform. If I put Jay Ajayi, listen, bro. If I put all them guys in the lineup in that same jersey number, you don't know who to hand the damn ball off to. You don't know.
Yeah, bro. First of all, I'm handing it off to the better running back, which is Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I'm glad you are. I'm glad you said that too. You might be the segue, kid. Let's go ahead and segue into the next topic. Let's talk about Melvin Gordon of the Los Angeles Chargers, which still to this day don't sound right to me. The Los Angeles Chargers sucks. I don't like that name. I like Melvin Gordon.
I want him back in San Diego too, Spade. Come on, can we get him back in San Diego?
Nah, hold up. Don't try to be my friend, because I got some smoke for you. Before I get into this topic, LePage, do you remember sitting right here on this very show telling me Melvin Gordon was going to be a bust before that brother even
I never said that.
Because you said running back. Wow. Yeah. You ain't know I was going to bring it like that.
I never said a bust. I said I got concerns about Wisconsin backs. Melvin Gordon has turned around.
He is translate, bro. That's what you said. And then when he had a good rookie year, you know what I don't know for the rookie year. Maybe it wasn't the rookie year. I think it was the second.
It definitely wasn't his rookie.
It was the second year. You know what you told me?
Broke clock, son. Okay, so Wisconsin got one good running back. Broke clock. What about the rest of them? I think old boy from the Patriots went to Wisconsin too, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
The white kid. He ain't white. What's his name? Last name White.
James
I forgot his name. James White. Yeah, I think he went to Wisconsin too. So they got two.
I'm glad you fixed that. The white kid, but that.
Yeah, but his last name is White.
That wasn't going to get. Anyway, let me get on to this.
His complexion was
Bro,
white.
stop distracting me from being great. The people want to know why we talking about Melvin Gordon.
Go ahead, Spade.
Melvin Gordon is not happy with the Chargers, Los Angeles, LePage, and a bunch of other people. He's got demands, bro. He said he still wants to be a Charger, though. I do believe he's not showing up for camp. He's not happy with the details of his contract. He want more bread, and he said that he want him to make it right. He want a long-term deal with the Chargers. But if they can't make that happen, man, get him the hell up out of there. That's what he said, bro. How you feel about this?
I get it.
Uh-oh.
And Spade, running back is... Yeah, because running back is one of those positions, bruh. Running back has... Spade, probably other than... Let me say skill position, because I was about to say maybe kicker. But, kicker out of sight, out of mind. But I swear, I feel running back at skill position probably has the highest turnover rate. Like... You look today and be like, oh my God, this dude is killing it. Then you look tomorrow and then it'd be another dude. Spade, that's why running backs are so expendable. You look how fast Kansas City got rid of Hunt. Like, they got him out of there. But they didn't do the same shit with Hill. Regardless what you feel about whatever situation. They got Hunt up out of there. They got him up out of there. And they still got Hill. But running back has a high turnover. And Melvin Gordon, listen, Spade, I'm pro player.
5 yards to carry for his career. 5 yards a carry for his career.
Spade, I get it, and I'm pro player, and I think especially running back, is probably one of the positions where dudes deserve to get the bread. Like, Melvin Gordon is clearly a bell cow back, man. They get to the goal line, you can feed it to him, you get first downs. He is a solid running back, man. But it's tough because running back has a high turnover. They feel, regardless of what we think, they feel you can get another Melvin Gordon, if not better. You can get one. Look what the Steelers did. Steelers did the same thing with Le'Veon Bell. Like, yo, Le'Veon Bell was elite. But we feel we can get equal to or same from James Conner. Spade, you was on this show and you was like, yo, I felt like, I mean, Le'Veon Bell is Le'Veon Bell, but D'Angelo Williams, you was driving the D'Angelo Williams train, bruh. Like, you was like, D'Angelo Williams had a great year.
First of all, bro, don't say I was driving no dude's train, bro. Cause
you was leading the bandwagon, bro.
Okay, I'll take that one. I wasn't driving.
You was leading the bandwagon. I feel like Melvin Gordon definitely deserves his bread, but making these demands in the NFL when they feel like, yo, running back is one of those positions we can easily get another guy.
I cannot believe the first two topics of the day's show we don't see eye to eye on. It's always when we get to the NFL is when we stop agreeing. Dog.
Babe, do you feel like running back is one of those positions where you could be like, yo, let's give him his break? They don't care. I don't feel the NFL care about the running back position because the lifespan is so short.
That might be true. I'm not saying that the league cares about running. Dude. You and I, we grew up in the day where if you had a running back by committee, that shit was rare. It was like two teams that had a running back by committee. Like the better teams had a featured back, and that brother got 20 plus carries a game, sometimes 30 plus. But if the Chargers think they can just snatch up another Melvin Gordon in any draft, I don't know that they can, bro. And you know,
I gotta argue that maybe they can, bruh.
Who else got a 5 yard per carry average for their career?
Spade.
What is it, like 4 guys that got that in the league right now?
We have seen it, Spade. We have seen running backs go in the first round and be bust, and we've seen running backs get drafted in the 5th, 6th round and be amazing.
But you making my point, bro. You making my point.
Kareem Hunt. Go ahead.
The fact that you can take somebody who dominated at the college level and they can just get to the pros and act like they don't know what the hell an A-gap is, that makes Melvin Gordon's point. Now, you are absolutely right. You can find a diamond in the rough. You can find a stud in the 4th round that'll end up being a Hall of Fame running back. That is true.
Yeah.
But they are getting harder to pick out. I feel like you looking at these running back, dog, you know how high I was on Rashad Penny. I felt like Rashad Penny was the best running back in that damn draft. You could tell Saquon to get his ass out the way. That ended up not being the case. Now, I'm not saying it's over for Rashad Penny. I still think Saquon went, in a better situation for that time. I mean, it ain't going to look like that this season. But for that time, he landed in a better spot than Rashad Penny. But my point is, I don't think it's as easy to determine who that guy is going to be. It's more and more rare that you go, Saquon's my guy, and he show up and be that guy. Zeke is my guy, and he show up and be that guy. More often than not, we see guys not be that guy. So you got a guy here who has a 5 yard per carry career average. Give him his money. Give him the money.
Spade, I'm pro player. I want them all to get paid, Spade. But and I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying it's easy to find a running back. I'm saying it's easier to find a running back. It's easier. Because you know what? We drafted a running back this year in the 4th round. He don't pan out. We'll draft another one in the 5th round next year.
Y'all got that luxury because y'all number one guy carried the rock 5 yards a pop.
Spade, but Austin Eckler's not a bad back. Like, he's a backup. And let's be honest, Melvin Gordon has been pretty much injured every year. Every year he's been in the league.
That's every year. Doing to Melvin?
But
you want the players to thank you for the people? Do you think that make it sound like you for the people?
I want Melvin Gordon. Do Melvin Gordon deserve whatever he want? Absolutely.
What's his current contract?
I'm saying No, I don't.
I gotta look it
up. What I'm saying to you, Spade, is I want Melvin Gordon to get his chips. What I'm saying is they don't value in our day, Spade, they value running, and they really didn't value him back then because Emmitt Smith held out for more money. If I'm not mistaken, Barry Sanders held out. Thurman Thomas held out. Like these dudes, these was running backs, was the elite of the elite back then, and they held out. They was kind of short in them. I'm telling you, and that's how they treated them back then. And when they were the workhorse running back and was getting 20, 30 carries a game. Now they're like, yo. We're not giving. They don't want to give these running backs this high amount of money anymore.
I might have lied too. Hold up. He might not be 5 yards a pop. Hold up. Let me look that up.
Yeah, look it up because I'm thinking 4.
Yeah, I think I lied. But if you lie and it's an accident, you know, accidental lies ain't that bad.
I'm thinking it's 4 a pop, but I mean that's neither here nor there. Melvin Gordon still.
It's 4. You're right.
He's one of the best guys in the league. Like let's be honest.
Absolutely.
But he should not.
Pro Bowl running back.
Should he be the highest paid running back, Spade?
Oh, whoa. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm asking you a question.
No, he shouldn't be the highest.
I'm thinking Melvin Gordon. He's like, yo, I want my
$5 million
chips
this year, bro. He finna make $5 million.
I understand, Spade, and I want Melvin Gordon to get his chips. I'm telling you, the league has changed. They value quarterback and wide receivers more than they value these running backs because they feel they can replace them. It's going to be interesting to see what the Cowboys do with Zeke. I'm not just saying this for Melvin Gordon. I'm saying this about all these. Would I pay Zeke? Hell yeah. Zeke done led the league in, yards per carry or some shit for the past 2-3 years. I would give Zeke all the bread. But in this league, with this cap, with these quarterbacks making $30 a year, wide receivers, it seemed like a wide receiver, and we got to pay Amari Cooper. It seemed like wide receivers, they want to get read up every 2-3 years when they got like 5 years left on the contract. So with all this shit, they value these other positions more than they value running back because they feel they can find another running back. Now, whether you believe they can or not, I'm telling you, they'll take a running back that they just get them 1,000 yards or close to 1,000 yards and be like, yo, we'll draft another one next year. Dallas took 2 running backs in this draft. And I'm thinking, why would Dallas? We got Zeke. Why the hell would Dallas take 2 running backs? They took the dude Weber, I think Weber, whatever his name is, from Ohio State, and the dude Pollard, I want to say from maybe Memphis. I think he went to Memphis. Why would they take 2 running backs? I think they may be setting up for, hey, Zeke, you want to take this bread or you going to be out of here. Is that right? No, but I'm telling you, it's the way the league is shaped now.
I mean, you might be right. It just, when I hear you say things like, the Chargers can find another, the Chargers believe they can find another running back.
I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy at all. But they got Austin Eckler, babe. He's serviceable. He's not Melvin Gordon, but he's serviceable.
Okay.
He ain't Melvin Gordon. We agree there.
That's cool. We can just disagree on the first 2, and that'll be 2 dubs.
We might disagree on this one. I don't know. Because we got a good one. We're talking about another running back.
All right.
Let's move forward. We're going to talk about Todd Gurley. Now, Spade, we see, bro, these contracts in the NBA, they getting astronomical. Like, they're like 200. Yo, Lillard, he just signed, Lillard signed a 4-year, $200 million joint, 198 or something? So Todd Gurley see all these dudes signing these crazy. He see Chris Paul at his age about to make $47 million for the Heat. He see all this.
For the who?
You know what I mean?
What you say?
Huh?
For the who?
What you say?
Be careful, bro.
Oh, okay.
Tread softly.
Yeah, but you see Chris Paul about to make like $47 million. You see these contracts that the NBA is giving out. And it's crazy because if you're playing in the NBA, you really don't even have to be a superstar anymore. We're going to talk about it later, but Marcus Morris just flaked on the deal and got 1 year, $15 million from the Knicks.
You are worth whatever you can get someone to pay you.
I am pro player, get your chips, babe. I'm with it. But Todd Gurley got a problem with it. Todd Gurley is like, yo, this is crazy. This is what Todd Gurley's problem is. He see all these big deals in the NBA and was like, yo, why can't our contracts be like that? I led the NFL in touchdowns the past 2 years, he said, and I'm making pennies compared to these guys. Man, I gotta get your thoughts on this. Todd Gurley got a problem that NBA players getting paid this much, and I got Todd Gurley contract right here. Hold up, babe, before you go. Let me give it to you real quick. Before you be like, yo, what Todd Gurley make? I got it right here. Give me a second. I think he signed a 4-year joint. Todd Gurley signed a 4-year joint. Hold on. I'm looking.
Go ahead. I ain't in no hurry because No, first, after you give me the contract, I want to know where you sit on this shit so I can see if we finna start off. Yes. I want to know where you stand, bro, because you get crazy when we start talking football.
I thought I had it looked out. Hold up. Because I had it.
Oh, you want me to talk while you doing this? Because I can talk.
No, I got it right here. I found Todd Gurley contract. Todd Gurley Spade has a 4-year contract for a $60 million that included $45 million guaranteed. Todd Gurley is also 24. So at 28, he's going to re-up again and get more bread. Probably, let's just take a shot in the dark. Let's say at 28, Todd Gurley gets another 4-year joint for $50 million. That's $110 million he made in 8 years, Spade. Okay. Of course, we know the guaranteed money is the key. He got $45 million guaranteed, Spade. Todd Gurley got a problem with it. I got to get you. Oh, you say you want me to go first?
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I do. I want you to go first.
I hear a lot of these NFL players have this issue. Spade, they gotta understand the salary cap is a thing. The salary cap in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken, is $198 million, bro. Quarterbacks are making damn near $30 million a year. Mm-hmm. That's just the going mark for quarterback. And I know what you're gonna say. All quarterbacks isn't worth $30 million a year. Goff is a young dude. Gurley is a young dude. They just signed Cook. The salary cap is $198 million. But you gotta pay 52 people plus like 10 more people on the damn practice squad. And in the NBA, the salary.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say in the NBA, the salary cap is 109 or 110 or whatever, but they can go over the salary cap because people out there giving out 3 maxes for like 35 plus a year. 3 maxes. People got room for 3 maxes, but you only paying 12 to 15 people. So, and the season is longer. The season is longer in the NBA.
Thank you.
I don't see the correlation, Spade. So I think the argument is different. It's a different argument.
Thank you. I'm so glad you didn't start this podcast off 0 for 3. Because I'm about to start, I was thinking about probably banning you from talking football topics. Because I thought you were just going to let your bias just run. Look, I like Todd Gurley. I do, man. He played University of Georgia right up the street. And I got a chance to see a lot of them. And I even said here on this very podcast, LaParis, you might remember this. I said I wouldn't have drafted Todd Gurley as high as he went.
You did.
Because of the injury. And when I saw how he hit the ground running, I said Todd Gurley is phenomenal. Way better than I thought he was going to be. And even after the injury, he was the man. Still, you could make the argument today that he's one of the best running backs in the league. Not so much today because we don't know what the hell happened to that dude during the postseason. We still don't know. Don't know. But
and they just asked him. I don't mean to cut you off, Spade, but they just asked him, Todd, what's up with the injury? Like, what's going on? And he said, we'll have to wait and see when training camp start. What?
But then he need to wait and see before he starts speaking on other leagues and their money. Here's my thing, bro. I hate to be this guy, but we talking a 16-game season.
Word.
We talking 55 people, 52, a 52-man roster at some point. Like you said, practice squad people, all right? I don't know how much money y'all folks be expecting. He had a quote.
Me neither. I don't know either.
I don't have a quote, but he had a quote that said something like, I ain't mad at them for getting that money. I'm just saying, if I could go back to high school now, and if I'm 6'5", I'm not playing football, I'm working on my jump shot. Todd, you act like you ain't been in high school for 20 years. You had that chance when you were just at high school. What are you talking about? You was just that. He was just at high school.
24 years old, Spade.
24. Bro, he was just in high school. 6-7 years ago?
Yeah.
Is this some new shit? This ain't new. What are you talking? You could have been working on your jump shot.
Spade, Bron been in the league for 20 years. Bron, damn near.
Exactly. What is he talking about? This ain't new. When you talking about you could go back to high school? And then he said something else that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. You have to be very careful, bro, when you making complaints of things. You got to make sure that
I agree, man.
That your argument is more in support of you than in downgrading others. He said, whose name did he call? Oh, he called Tobias Harris' name. He said Tobias Harris got $60 million. I was like, who is that? Now, first of all, if you don't know who Tobias Harris is, you shouldn't really even be speaking on this topic because Tobias is nice. He a bucket getter.
That's a fact.
He a bucket getter. And it's okay if you don't know. When I see baseball players make a whole lot of money, I don't know who they are. You know what I do? I shut the hell up because I just assume that he earned it. You are worth what you can give someone. You can get someone to give you. So Todd is worth $60 million or $45 million, whatever his contract is, $15 million a year. That's what you're worth. That's what you're worth. So I don't like it, and it feels like hate to me to keep it a stack. It kind of feel like hate.
It's 100% hate.
It feel like hate. And I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody told me a long time ago. The word "but," that word "but," not with two T's. The one with two T's, that shit got a whole nother meaning. I like that word. But the one with one T, "but," is a word of hate. When people start off like, I ain't got a problem with this, but here come the hate me right after that. It be right after that. So I'm not mad, but people. So I just saw somebody get 80 million and I can't even pronounce their name. Well, sound out your syllables and shit, bro. I don't know what the hell to tell you. The fact that you can't say his name don't mean he ain't worth this check, Todd. We don't know where the hell you was at. You was just in the postseason, bro, not even toting the rock. You probably the last somebody need to be talking about who deserve their money right now, because I'm wondering if you deserve yours.
We just seen Big bowling ball Anderson tote that thing. We just seen him. CJ Anderson was toting that thing.
Speak on it. Because, see, I don't want to, in defense of these NBA players, I don't want to come for Todd. But I'm going to be honest with you. It feel like hate to hear him be like, oh, I can't even pronounce their name. What that mean?
You can't
what that mean? What the hell do that got to do with they? You clearly don't watch. You clearly don't watch because you don't know who Tobias Harris is. Bro, it's okay. It's okay. You guys got way more teammates. It's a lot of people on that team. It's a lot of people on that field. And y'all brothers really only out there for 16 games, man.
Come on, bro.
We're talking an 82-game regular season
math
over here. What are you talking?
It's common math.
Come on, bro.
It's like literally common math.
Come on.
But I also looked up.
Come on, Todd.
I don't mean to cut you off, bro.
Nah.
But I also looked up. Do you know that 60% of the NFL salary goes to like minimum players, like the players that just do the dirty work. Like the other 40% go to the stars and the people that we be like, oh, all right, we know them. 40% of that shit goes to the people we be like, all right, we know them. The other 60%, so that means over half goes to them people that's down there that's just in the mud. When people be like, yo, I'm getting it out the mud, the other 60% of the money is them people that's out there trying to get it out the mud. So Todd Gurley, you are one of the best running backs in the league. I got this shit right here, Spade. Todd Gurley gonna make this shit right. He gonna make $9.2 million. Then 2020, he gonna make 9 plus 7. What's that? 16. He gonna make 17 million in 2020. He gonna make $17 million. Then another 9 plus. Then another 13 in 2021. Then 14. Then 14 in 2022. Like, Spade. Then you're going to make another 12 in 2023 and then be an unrestricted free agent in 2024, Spade, when he's 28 years old or maybe like 27 years old. But come on, you can't make these bold statements. It's simple math. They got 12 to 15 people. They got $100 and something million. And I don't even have the numbers in front of me, but I'm willing to bet, yo, everybody in the NBA ain't getting $30 million. Like, they ain't getting Tobias Harris bread. It's a bunch of dudes out there that's in the G League, that's fighting and scrapping. Now, like, you get stars like DeMarre Carey, they getting 5 and 8 and 6, and you be like, all right, you think to yourself, damn, that's a lot of money for DeMarre Carey. Even if you agree or disagree, I'm just throwing a name out there. I'm not saying it is or isn't. But I'm just saying, but it's a lot of dudes in the NBA scraping too. But it's simple. It's 15 dudes over there. They got to split 109, and you can go over the cap, Spade, correct me if I'm wrong, an extra $30 million and be in a luxury. Mm-hmm. And you got 50-something people, 60-something people over here, and you got $198 million, and your quarterback is already taking $30 million of that shit.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. It's simple math. It's simple math. Spade, the Lakers got LeBron James. He going to make 30. AD probably going to make 30. The rest of the people is making, what? $2 million, $5 million. $6 million. Like they come on, yo. It's simple. Come on, Brad.
You know
I
what's
don't like
funny,
when
bro?
they do this.
While you was just talking, I just looked up the league minimum in the NBA for somebody with 0 years of experience is 800 and something thousand. I round that. Let's say I round it up. Let's say 900,000. If you got 0 years of experience, that's the league minimum. The league minimum in the NFL for 0 years of experience is rounded up 500,000. So you mean to tell me if 82 games to get me 900,000 and 16 games to get me a half a mil?
Man. Come on, man.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with saying, yo, them boys over there is getting that bread, and I wish we could get that kind of bread. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you start saying Tobias Harris got 60, and I said, who is that? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Because I'm going to be honest with you. It's some folks, I'm going to leave it at this. It's some folks who was watching the Rams who are casual fans saying, who's that guy on the sideline that's not playing? He make how much? Who is that? It was guys who was saying that. And you would feel like that ain't fair. Shit, Big CJ probably saying, he probably won't know why the hell you make more than him. You know what I'm saying? If we keep it in the stack. So I don't like that.
Guys too. I think he left. He ain't be signed.
I don't even think he there. And you can put it like this, and I really would leave it like this. Next time, Todd, when folks start getting that bag and you want to know who they are, bro, go hang out around VIP in the club, because you know who know LaPaz.
Who that?
Them chicks. It's like them chicks get updates to your phone when brothers getting new contracts. I bet you them damn chicks know who Tobias Harris is. Whoever he said who name he couldn't pronounce, who got an $80 million contract, you could have asked the dime piece in the club. I bet you she can say it. She can pronounce that shit. Bet your ass on that. Come on, Todd.
It didn't sit well with me. I don't like young brothers hating on other young brothers, because don't nobody got. Mike Trout just got $400 and damn near $80 million, I think. 450 or 480 from the Angels. Ain't nobody say a peak.
See, he must don't know. He must don't know. See, that's the thing, because the baseball groupies, they don't really be in the same spots. The football groupies and the NBA groupies and the basketball groupies, they the same group a little bit. So I guarantee you, for him to feel like that about Tobias Harris' contract, he can't know what some of these MLB players getting, bro. He can't know. He can't know.
I mean, A-Rod, I think A-Rod was close to $1 billion in earnings playing baseball. A-Rod.
You wait the time to find out that Bobby Bonilla is still getting paid. You wait the time to figure that shit out.
Yeah, he gonna have a damn fit.
He really gonna have a problem with that.
Word.
Bro.
You wait. So before we move on, Spade, you wait the time to find out that Jared Goff about to get $30 million. You wait to that. When Dad probably feeling like, I'm the best player on the Rams. Jared Goff throw a swing pass to me, and I take it to the house. So you wait till he get 30, and then the Rams gonna have to make a decision, like after this contract is up with Todd, or he decide after 2 years, I want more money and try and hold out, and they be like, yo, we gotta make a decision. So Todd gotta be careful, man. I mean, to me, it's just simple math. It's more players, a shorter season. NBA players, that shit start in October, don't end in June. Don't go to the playoffs. You're playing over 100 games.
Yeah, man.
Don't go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Come on, Todd. Do better, bruh. Shit is simple. Let's move on, bruh.
All right, let's do what we do. Let's go to the NBA where things are fun, and for this one right here, man.
Is it?
Come on, bro.
Is it fun?
You just said yourself it was the greatest offseason since
I'm talking about this topic
year.
coming up. Is everything fun?
Oh, everything ain't fun. Nothing here is good.
Okay.
Nothing here is good in this topic. Let's talk about Damian Lillard, who we just recently talked about for having a bit of a rap battle with Marvin Bagley, and I enjoyed that. That was good sparring back and forth. I guess you could say this is sparring, but this is something a little bit different. Now, I don't support a ton of other sports shows, and we try not to big them up. We don't really get no free shout-outs because they ain't like they on their show giving us one. But if it's one person we both respect and rock with, Shannon Sharpe, man. Everybody like Shannon, I feel like. Or maybe not everybody anymore. Shannon Sharpe had a quote that got under the skin of Damian Lillard, and I have that quote right here for you. Shannon Sharpe says that Damian Lillard will probably be the richest player in the NBA history, making $400 million, but he will quickly be forgotten when his career is finished because he will never win a championship. This comment right here must have hit Dame a little different, bro. Like,
Right.
season's over. You know, you got a little bit more free time. The necessary wait is over for the NBA regular season awards. It's for real the off season now. And Dame took to Twitter to kind of air how he felt about it. He replied, he did a quote retweet. First of all, I'm gonna give you guys like Twitter pro tips. When somebody quote retweets you, they want other folks to see what they said to you. You know what I'm saying? They really want other folks to get in on it. That's the only purpose of a quote retweet. Dame said, first of all, I took less on my first max. Do your homework. That's what he told him. But whatever, let me get right. But whatever the easiest thing to have an opinion on is stuff that don't involve you because you don't have to deal with the consequences. And you don't even know if I win it. Laugh out loud. And if I'm forgotten,
Yes, we do.
I'll be a rich, forgotten motherfucker. That's what he said. The parents, I'm going to take this one first.
Go ahead. I want you to go first. Go ahead.
Shannon Sharpe gets paid to sit on TV and give his opinion on athletes, on sports, and that's his job. I feel like Shannon, we got some guys out there that just throw around hot takes for the sake of throwing around hot takes, and I don't really feel like that's Shannon Sharpe. He throw around some hot takes when it comes to LeBron James, and it's kind of become a joke. He got a bromance with LeBron, and that's their thing. But I don't feel like he was malicious in saying Dame Lillard will probably be the richest player in NBA history to not win, but his career, he didn't even say to not win. He said he'll probably be the richest player in NBA history, but he'll soon be forgotten because he's not going to win a ring. I don't want to put words in Shannon Sharpe's mouth. I don't want to try to think for him a BS translator, but I'm going to tell you what I think, what I got from that. I don't think that's a shot at Dame. I don't think he's saying that Dame isn't a good player. Like, what foolish person would sit up here and say Dame isn't a good player? I don't think he's saying that. I think he's saying the way things work with fans, especially in the social media era, where we've been talking about it on this podcast, how people are prisoners of the moment. Dude, you can have a great 30th week. By the 35th week, if you still not playing great, the same people who was big up in you 5 weeks prior, they calling you trash now. They don't remember. So what happens is having that little piece of jewelry reminds people. And if you don't have that, they forget. And you know what, LeParis, that's not new. People say Barkley wasn't good. People say, so many folks that don't have rings.
That's why I'm going with it. That's why I'm going to go with it.
Folks be like, these people must have not been too good. They don't have rings. So I don't think he means forgotten in terms of, who is Dame Lillard? Folks just going to dismiss his skill because he don't think he going to have a ring. I don't feel like that was malicious, bro. That's where I'm at with it. I don't know what your take is, but tell me, how you feel about it?
I agree, Spade. Like, and I don't want to say, these NBA, Spade, we just seen Amari Stoudemire getting the DMs of somebody else that was just on Instagram. And I mean,
that dude was a little disrespectful, though. What did he call him? He said he called him a bum or some shit like that.
But he said his knees was weak, which
he said something like with your bum ass knees or something like that.
No, he said his knees was weak, Spade. He said it was weak.
But didn't he call him a bum? Anyway, go ahead.
Don't give me the line.
That's
I know
neither
for a fact he said his knees was weak. But that's neither here nor there. I'm saying these guys be watching. They must be searching their name or whatever. Because that right there, tweet, it didn't even come from Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe said it on the show. And somebody on Twitter, who I don't even know who that guy was, like, took the video and posted it and said, Shannon Sharpe said XYZ. And then Dame quote tweeted that guy. But, Spade, the crazy thing, I don't see nothing. Yo, you got to pick your poison, bro. You got to pick your poison.
Right.
Either you're going to take it on the chin and be like, yo, I'm staying in Portland. Yo, we're going to try and get it over here. And that's going to be that. Or you're going to be like, yo, first of all, you can't say, you don't know if we're going to win. Y'all not winning. Y'all not winning.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry.
Nobody knows.
Spade, they're not winning, bro. Like, it would take some legit crazy shit to happen. Like,
which we've seen
Spade,
before.
they're not winning.
We've seen injuries.
Spade, they not winning it, Spade.
It's not likely, but go ahead.
Not likely. Cool. But But Spade, I don't think Shannon Sharpe said anything wrong. But you want to know the problem? The problem is today's fans. And I ain't talking about us. I'm talking about the generation after us. Because they the ones that say, oh, Dan Marino suck. It's been people that came on this show and said Dan Marino suck. He don't have rings. It's been people on this show and that we talked to via Twitter and other social media that was like, oh, Charles Barkley suck. He don't have a ring. Oh, Karl Malone suck. He don't have a ring. Pat Ewing suck. He don't have rings, baby. We know these were some of the best of the best.
Right.
It was the best. And Damian Lillard is going to be a Hall of Fame player. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame. He's going to make a lot of money. But you got to pick your poison. Either you're going to stay in Portland and win, or you're going to have to bust a move. You're going to have to bust a move and go somewhere else that's going to have a better opportunity to put you in a position to at least we ain't even saying, Spade, let me be honest, Spade. Are we even saying got to win a championship, or are we saying at least compete for one? Like, I'm just saying, like, this dude is going to be one of the... Spade, people tell us about Lillard all the time. And I got my issues with Lillard, but like I said, I have my issues with Kobe. Let's be honest. Lillard is going to be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't think nothing Shannon Sharpe said is wrong. And it's because of these today fans. Shannon Sharpe was only saying, because I had watched a longer clip than the one dude had wrote about, when he was like, yo, Damian Lillard is living in the past. He said Damian Lillard is living in the past. He got an old school mind state in today's league when people is like, yo, we got to team up. We got to team up to win. Now, Spade, you got to pick your poison. You're either going to stay in Portland, make a ton of money, or you're going to try and bust a move. Spade, let's look at the Wizards. The Wizards had that backcourt. They had John Wall. They had Bradley Beal, and they was in the playoffs and all that. And you know what? We was like, yo, they got one of the best backcourts in the league. But that window has closed. So you don't want to be, if you're Lillard, I would assume, if you're Lillard, maybe he's okay with it. But you don't want to be that player like, yo, 30-something in the time, the window was closing, and you like, yo, damn, I should have been out. Like Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett was in Minnesota, was trying to get it out there in Minnesota, and eventually he was like, yo. And Kevin Garnett is on record saying, I should have left Minnesota sooner. So, you look at this situation and kind of remind me, I don't want to say it's like the Melo situation, but Melo took money. I'm not saying Damian Lillard took money. He was with Portland. He got drafted by Portland. He want to stay loyal to Portland. Cool. But later on, Spade, you can't be like, damn, I wish I would have bounced and got a ring, tried to get a ring. Because all this shit is about winning. These dudes are competitors. They want to win. I would assume they want to win. Now, for some people, it's about money. I'm not saying that's Lillard. I'm saying some people it's about money.
And that's fine.
That's cool. But I'm saying later on, I don't want to hear when Lillard, I don't want to say last leg because that's mean. But, when the clock is winding down and Father Time on that ass, I don't want to hear shit. I wish I would have got up out of here, or I wish I would have made a decision and went to the best place, the best opportunity to help get me a ring. Like, right. Nah, you pick Portland. Pick Portland. But I think it's to... Go ahead, Spade.
The thing about it that was funny to me is Dame went full circle and came back around and essentially agreed with Shannon Sharpe.
Yep.
Shannon Sharpe said he gonna be a rich son of a gun that ain't gonna win a ring, in short.
Yep.
Dame said, first of all, I took less than I could have took. You don't know me. You can say what you want to say. You ain't got to deal with the consequences. You don't know if I'm going to win or not. And came right back to, and if I don't win, I'm going to be rich. That's what he said. Right. That's literally what he said. So you said all that just to come back and agree at the end. Like, what was that? What was the point? To do all that just to settle on, if I don't win, I'm going to be rich. That's what he said. That was the topic. That's the
I commend Damian Lillard. You want to stay in Portland and try and win it there? Cool. I don't want to hear complaining later. I don't. Same thing we said with Melo. Melo, you want to stay with the Knicks? Like, regardless of what you think, the Bulls had a shot. Bulls had a good-ass team at that point. We was trying to get Melo. And Melo decided to stay with the Knicks for the money. Melo, right. I don't want to hear no complaining later like, yo, right. I should have bounced. Nah, you took the bread. You took the money.
Yeah, man.
So... another one last comment, I don't like how these people be disrespecting. First of all, they disrespect commentators anyway. Oh, y'all don't know, you don't never play. I don't like that.
Right.
Because some of the best coaches is people that never played professionally or even in college. So that's first.
True.
Second of all, I don't like that they disrespect guys like Shannon Sharpe. Like, I can see, I seen a clip and it was, I think it was Ryan Hollins. I'm probably jacked the name all up. But he was like, yo, Clipper fans come up to me and be like, I remember when you played, Ryan. Nobody remember when you played, bro. Like, you didn't even play that much. But you can't say that to Shannon Sharpe. He's a Hall of freaking Famer. You want to talk about somebody got it out the mud from Savannah State?
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
Man, speak on it.
Come on, bro. Like, Damian Lillards is one of those small college dudes, too. Come on, bro. You can't be sounding about Shannon Sharpe don't know what he's talking about. Come on, man.
I didn't really understand the deal with the consequence line. Like, it didn't feel malicious to me. And I hope, look, man, anybody listening to the podcast, if I'm letting the fact that I'm a fan of Shannon Sharpe or I'm cool with Shannon Sharpe, if I'm letting that bias distort my vision,
that's not
let
it,
me
bro.
know.
That's not it.
But he's literally paid to sit on that show and give his opinion. So when you come back and say something like, you don't know if I'm going to win or not, obviously. But they not paying him to sit up there and say, I think he'll win. But then again, he might not. Because you know what? We don't know if he's going to win or not. Bruh, anybody with a show with a microphone in front of them, we don't nobody know the damn future. All we are doing is giving our sports opinions. That's it. And I don't feel like Shannon was malicious, but to my surprise, I don't think Dame was the only person who felt that way. I saw a few other blue check mark Twitter accounts, quote, retweeting and saying, hey, this is the problem right here. I don't know who said this, but somebody was like, when media outlets say things like this about players, it's like they bullying them into going and teaming up so that they can get a ring. And then when they get a ring, they give them hell about that too. But you got to be, at the end of the day, that might be fair. That's fair feedback. That's a fair take. But at the end of the day, like the parents are saying about the money, man, I'm going to tell you something I learned, and I'm jumping around a tad bit, but I'm going to tell you something I learned multiple times in my life. When I was younger and I was doing music, I had to learn this. And then when I started doing YouTube, I had to learn this. I've seen people, I'm going to use the YouTube reference because that one makes the most sense. I made a conscious decision early that I don't want my channel to be rated R, but I don't want my channel to be rated G because I'm not a rated G person. I want to show you who I am. If I get a big block in the game, I'm going to say, get that shit out of here, because that's what I would say. I don't want to be like, oh, fiddlesticks. And then you bump into me in real life, and I'm like, oh, shit. And you like, whoa, where did that come from? I see some YouTubers that be like, oh, crud. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. And I've seen folks hit them up and like, yo, I really want to thank you for keeping your content clean. My kid loves you. And I see that and go, damn, I wish their kid loved me. But then I'm like, you have to be, first you got to make a decision who you are, who you want to be, what image you're going after. And then you have to be 100% okay with the fact that some folks is going to like it and some folks is not. And Dame got to do that. Dame could have replied easy like, you know what? Maybe I win. Maybe I won't. I chose to be loyal to Portland. I want to finish my career in Portland. Who in the world could not respect that? Everybody would respect it, So if somebody getting on TV saying you'll never win a ring will bully you into wanting to join another superstar for a ring, that's not the media fault. That's your weak ass fault. Let's keep it stacked. That's your weak ass fault. If I like this tie-dye shirt, you can't say a damn thing to me to make me not want to wear this shirt and go rock a different shirt. I don't like you enough to give a shit about your opinion. I don't know you like that. Even if I do know you, I like this damn shirt. So it's a lesson in that.
And that's
don't blame the media.
The response, babe.
Yeah, don't blame the media. If Dame decide to lead today and join Golden State, don't blame Shannon Sharpe. That's Dame weak ass. That's Dame. You can't be that weak, bro. You got to decide who you want to be. If your kid like clean YouTube content, don't send them to my channel. I cuss.
Word.
I could not cuss if I want to be that person, but that's not who I am in real life, so I ain't want to be that. And I had to be okay with that. I know that, man, LaParis, I've been in several places where folks be like, yo, who are you? I was at a Hawks game. I'll make it quick. I was at a Hawks game for an influencer event, and because I was an influencer, the Hawks treated me lovely, bro. They were sending cheerleaders over to my seat. Harry the Hawk came over. Everybody was coming over. So somebody sitting near me was like, yo, I don't know how to ask this, but who are you? Are you a celebrity or something? Like, why are they sending so many people over? And I was like, oh, I'm an influencer. And they was like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a YouTuber, and we having that whole conversation. And like, my kid watches YouTube sometime. What's your name? I want to tell my kid to look you up. And I was like, I should warn you. Like, I cuss on my channel. And I'm okay if you decide at that point, I don't want my kid to watch you. I'm cool with that. I can't, because somebody going to like me and somebody not going to like me. So at the end of the day, because I know that somebody going to like, somebody going to dislike, I got to make sure one of the people that like is me. You know what I'm saying? So if they ain't like the fact that he being loyal to Portland, it shouldn't be a damn thing that any man or woman of the media can say to make him want to chase a ring. And I'll shut up.
I agree 100%, and that's my problem with the response, Spade. Damian Lillard could have seen that and could have just been like, yo, that's his opinion. I know why I did it overhead. And left it at that. But going all into that thing and still ending back up with the same thing Sharpe said, it looked like it's the truth.
It was weird, right?
I don't know, man. But this, I'm telling you, it's these new fans, too. Because I seen fans and was like, yo, you know what I mean? He ain't going to have no ring. But, I mean, I hear everybody say everybody Jordan played against was plumbers because they ain't win shit. That's what I hear. I know the truth. I seen it with my own eyes. I know who was the best of the best. I seen it. And Spade, I know you ain't a Karl Malone guy like that. You don't like Karl Malone. But you'll be, I don't think you would come up here and be like, yo, Karl Malone was a bum because he didn't win a ring. He was 25-10. Come on.
Right.
Career.
Yeah, man.
Like, I don't know. Like that, but that's these new fans, man. Damian Lillard, if you happy with the decision you made, then it shouldn't matter what anybody say. What anybody say. But I'm ready to move on, bro, if you are.
Let's go. Let's get off of that.
I got a problem with this right here coming up, too. Spade, I spoke on this guy a long time ago when he first got drafted. First of all, I spoke on this guy when he was in college. And people was like, yo, you wrong. He a hooper. That's what they was telling me. They wrote hooper in the comment section. He a hooper. And I'm like, yeah, I don't see it. Spade, I'm talking about Grayson Allen. Spade, something has to be done, bro. Something has to be done. Like, Grayson Allen got ejected out of a summer league game. He got his first technical, Spade, if you didn't see it. They set a screen, and he kind of like grabbed the guy up under his armpit up here and flung the dude to the ground. Then, later in the game, dude set a hard screen, but it wasn't like the hard screen where Grayson Allen fell to the ground. It was a hard screen. And Grayson Allen didn't like that. They made the pass, Spade. Grayson Allen he said he went off for the ball. Hit the dude all upside the head. Could have damn near gave the dude a concussion. Who knows what else? Spade, he ended up getting ejected, and Grayson Allen was looking at the camera like, yo, what I do? Oh my gosh. What?
He good at that.
He good at that all the time. But Spade, this isn't new. And I could see if this was like his little first incident or something. We seen this in college numerous times. And like we seen it in college one time, we seen him have a meltdown on the bench, on the Duke bench. I ain't, Spade, you know I don't follow college basketball and high school basketball like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Grayson Allen was doing this shit in high school. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying he was or he did. I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised. Spade, something got to be done about Grayson Allen. Am I overreacting?
No, you're not. And you already know what's going to happen. The same thing that happened the last time this guy was a topic on this show. Believe it or not, man, he's got a pretty vocal
yes, he do.
Team of defense attorneys, and they're going to jump in the comments, and they're going to defend Grayson Allen again, and that's fine. But I do want to say this. I hate to be this guy, LaParis. I hate it. Brace yourself. But, bro, can you imagine what the commentary would be like if Grayson Allen was doing all this shit and he was black? Come on, bro.
What?
I hate to be that guy. But we talk more about Grayson Allen and his accidental trips, kicks, hits, emotional outbursts than we talk about basketball with him. And that's what I got a problem with. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I think he can hoop. I'm not saying that he going to lead a team to the promised land. He's not that guy. But he can hoop, bro. He really can hoop. And when the last time somebody talked about Grayson Allen hooping? I can't remember.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he had a 40-point game last year. And the only reason I know, Spade, is because when he did it, and it was at the end of the season when everybody was tanking and resting folks for draft picks or whatever. But trust me, when he dropped 40, Everybody was in my mentions like, you see your boy? You said your boy was doing these shenanigans because he couldn't hoop. Because he couldn't compete with black guys. And they was on me, Spade. That's the only reason I know he had a 40-point game last year.
I didn't even know he had a 40-point game.
Yeah, he had a 40-point game.
I probably remember when it happened, and it's just gone out of my mind now. But that's my point. That actually makes my point. Maybe he had the 40-point game, and maybe we even talked about it. But it's a blip on my radar because more than his 40-point games, we talking about tripping, kicking, hitting, tying up, falling over the backs of Trae Young, like
running into coaches, like
it happens a lot. It happens a lot. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You ain't gonna like this. I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna like it. You don't give a shit. If I know you like I know you. But bro, I think Grayson can play, and I think a little bit of this dirtiness is what makes him him. But his balance is thrown off. If I could get 10 40-point games for one of these incidents, I think I could live with that. But we getting 10 of these incidents per 1 40-point game, and that ratio is fucked up to me. I need more good games than these stupid ass. I need more of it, and I don't like it, man. I didn't see this thing happen live. I might have been working at the time. I don't know, but I found the video clip, and the commentators, you could hear in their voice, they were. I'm gonna tell you something
disgusted.
They were disgusted, bro. I'm gonna tell you something about older people in sports. I don't care what sport. It could be baseball. You see it a lot in baseball with bat flips. Like bat flips piss off old people because they tend to be traditionalists. You know what I'm saying? And they were so disgusted. That dude was like, get him out of here. Get him out. Like they was pissed off. And say what you will about the screen, LePere. Somebody gonna say he took a hard screen, but you know what? That screen was legal. His retaliation was not. And that's why I got a problem with it. If you wanna have a retaliation that's legal, matter of fact, it ain't got to be legal. Your retaliation wasn't legal. But the people that's gonna come back and say like, oh, you know, it wasn't that, it was an accident. Or like you say, him peering up, he looking up at the replay like, that's not me. Like, bro, everybody in here just saw you draw back and hit this dude, bro. Just go ahead and walk your ass off the court. Stop sitting here looking like you shocked and you can't believe what you looking at. It's you. Yeah, man, I don't think Grayson Allen's a bad player. He might not even be a bad guy. Like I said, his grittiness might be part of his DNA. It annoys me, man. Oh, it's very annoying because his ratio is jacked up.
I agree with you 100%. I was going to say, could you imagine? You said black. I was going to say, let Boogie Cousins do this shit, and it's the same shit. Boogie used to argue with refs and shit. I don't consider Boogie a dirty player, Spade. Do you?
No, but he's got that reputation.
Even if you want to say he it's a thin line, like he on the edge. Even if you want to say he's not a dirty player. Boogie argue with refs and he loses temper with shit like that. But, bruh, you let Boogie Cousins, they gonna be like, oh, Boogie Cousins got a history with the refs. Look at this. Bruh, Grayson Allen be doing this wild shit. He be, and Spade, he got mad about a screen. That happened, Spade, correct me if I'm wrong.
It's legal.
Damn near 100 times a game. So if that little punk ass screen,
I mean, it was a good jarring screen. It's not, but it was legal. But go ahead.
Come on, Spade. But if that screen from some summer league dude going to get you up and riled up like this, come on, like this dude is fighting to make a team. Like, imagine a screen from one of these James Johnson type of dudes, Spade. Come on. Or Embiid. We seen people set screens and get clobbered.
Bro, I was going to say, you remember the screen that Zaza set on Russ when he stood over him?
Like, clobbered him.
If Russ had got up and on the following play, if he'd have drew back and did this shit, man, we'll still be talking about Russ. We'll still be talking about it today.
Listen, Spade, you said Grayson Allen a good basketball player, and that may be the case. I don't like his antics. I ain't ready to. I don't want to listen. I want everybody to make a living how they want to make a living, but he gotta cut this shit out, and they gotta wind him in. Like you said, he a good player, but the bad outweigh the good. Then he gotta get his equilibrium level, because this shit right here, he gotta get it together. His equilibrium is off balance. The bad outweigh the good. How many people gonna get this many chances when the bad outweigh the good? Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. Man. He dropped 40 points last year, Spade, when the Jazz was like resting Donovan Mitchell, Rubio, the Ingles dude. Like they sat everybody and played all backups. And he dropped 40. So yeah, I mean, you would assume it's still the NBA drop 40. You gotta have some game. But this shit right here has been going on too long, and people just like, oh, he's in the wrong era. He should have played Spade. I said this to you off camera that people said he should have played back in the old days, like in the 80s and the 90s. Spade, what would have happened to Grayson Allen if he played back then?
I agree. He should have played in the era back then. The only difference is it would be two-way retaliation. Ain't no way he wouldn't have caught some. Look, man, what's my boy name from Texas that performed a wrestling move on Lance Stevenson? Dexter Pittman. Yeah, somebody would have Dexter Pittman his ass a long time ago, playing with Oakley, Mason, Barkley.
Come on, Lambeer, McHale. Like you, come on, man, and them, come on, man, Mason, come on.
Yeah, man,
bruh. Scott Williams, like them dudes is clobbering this dude. What? I mean, Spade. I like they were saying like, yo, I was seeing some comments that was the other way that was like, yo, he might need to take some time out of the league. Like they might need to suspend him for some time. Look, I want people to make a living. I don't want to hinder anybody from making a living. But he gotta wind this shit in. It is not that serious.
I'm gonna tell you something else, and then we can move forward if you want to. I also got a bit of a problem. I say this right here. I feel like I said this on the show before. I hate people that be like, whoa, let me fix that. That sounded wrong. I don't hate nobody. I dislike when folks be like, oh man, like when I got an attitude, I just got an attitude. I've even heard, this one right here might get me in some trouble. I've even heard chicks to be like, man, look, when it's that time of the month, I just, folks just getting cussed out. I always be like, that's not true. Because if people really had short fuses and they just, when they went, them people wouldn't be able to maintain a job. Like, if you maintain a job, it ain't nobody who's got a job that's had it for a while that you ain't had to bite your tongue a couple times. That just comes with the territory. So, my issue with him is if he's really this hot-tempered, short fuse, anybody could get it, it wouldn't always be people who don't have a reputation for also having a short fuse. Two people with short fuses, they gonna go at it. But I ain't never seen him. It don't never seem to happen with somebody who's got that type of reputation. And maybe he's lucky. Maybe it's a coinky ding, But that's another thing that I watch. Like, man, it's some guys in the league that I still think a little cuckoo. And he always seemed to be on his best behavior around those players. But that's all I got, bro.
He ain't foul Kelly Oubre like that.
Right.
Kelly Oubre always ready. He always ready.
Stay ready.
And now Kelly Oubre got paid, so now he can be ready and be like, yo, I take a fine. So shit. Spade, we can move on though. I'm interested to know how the fans feel though about Grayson Allen. I got a problem with Grayson Allen, but I've been had a problem.
Pissing off the Ivy League. We got Ivy League supporters, bro, and you pissing them off when you go at Grayson. I want you to know that.
I mean, Duke ain't Ivy League.
Nah, I ain't say Duke was Ivy League, but Grayson is Ivy League, okay?
Oh, I get it. I got it.
I'm sorry. I would like to apologize to all listeners in the Hamptons. I'm working on the Paris. This next topic, man, we're going to go ahead and transition to the next thing we want to talk about. This one right here kind of, I don't know, it kind of knocked me off my chair a little bit. For this one, let's go out to L.A., and I'm not talking about the Clippers. Let's go to Lakerland, and let's talk about LeBron James. For those of you who don't know, if you missed this story, LeBron James came out and said, you know what? I'm going to give my bro Anthony Davis number 23, and I'm going back to number 6. Everybody was hyped. I was kind of hyped too, because 6 LeBron to me is still my favorite LeBron. That's Miami Heat Bron for those who don't know. And people was photoshopping Bron in the 6 jersey and 80 in the 23. Pictures of them side by side. People who played the video games with mods was going on, trading them and creating them in the new team, putting them in his jersey. And Nike said, wait. Nike stepped in and said, nah, this ain't what we gonna do. So I'm gonna hit y'all with a fact that I didn't even know. First of all, Nike said, look, if you guys want to swap to number, if Brown want to swap to number 3, you can do that, but that shit got to wait till next season. It's a wrap for this season because allegedly there's something that says NBA officials have to confirm a jersey number change with the merchandiser by March 15th, which is so weird to me because you don't even know who your teammate's going to be or what team you're even going to be playing for on March 15th. Now, LaParis, I'm going to take it a step further. LeBron James, in today's day and time, I feel like I'm pretty safe in saying that he the king athletically of Nike, right? Is there any athlete out there moving more Nike apparel than LeBron King James?
I mean, unless you want to say Michael Jordan is still considered Nike. Other than that, no.
I mean, he is still Nike, but he got his own division in Jordan Brand.
I get
I'm
it.
not including
That's what I'm asking you. Unless they're going to say, well, Michael Jordan is still under Nike. He moved more work. He moved more. Wait. Other than that, yeah. I would think you are 100% correct putting LeBron as the king. Unless they're going to say it's Jordan. That's it.
LeBron James, to me, and somebody going to hit me up and say some shit I ain't never heard of and be like, so-and-so. Look, you can't convince me right now without some very convincing articles that LeBron James ain't the number 1 apparel mover for Nike, especially in the sports line. I don't know if they're lifestyle line
like Ronaldo or some shit.
Maybe. You might could hit me with some facts in that regard. I was so shocked by hearing this because I'm like, I don't feel like this is the way it go. And I told LaParis in pre-production, I said, man, I got to look something up. And I looked something up, and I went back. Do you guys know in 1995, when Jordan came back from his retirement, he was wearing number 45 because the Bulls had retired number 23. And even though they was willing to unretire number 23, Jordan said he did not want to wear number 23 because that was the last number that his father had seen him play in. And he wanted that, he didn't want to mess with that. He rocked number 45 for the season. He didn't play that entire season, as we know, but he rocked 45 for that season. And in the postseason, playing against the Orlando Magic, they were down 1 game to, it was 1-0. And Nick Anderson had a very famous quote where he said, number 45 is not number 23. And he was insinuating that Jordan wasn't the same Jordan. Jordan didn't say a word, bro. There was no Twitter and Instagram back then. But if it had been, Jordan ain't tweet, he ain't post. He just showed up for the next game looking like the same Jordan in his warm-up suit, shooting around, layup line shit. When it was game time, when he pulled a warm-up off, boom, 23 was on his jersey. Mike ain't clear that shit with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm Michael Jeffrey Jordan, bitch. I'm rocking 23. Hell wrong with y'all. The league didn't like it. I love Jordan, dog. Jordan was, I didn't, he wasn't my favorite player back then, but when I look back, man, Jordan was so cold. So the league took offense to it. The league was already fining Jordan $5,000 a game for rocking what we now know to be the Concord 11s, the white 11s with the patent leather black around the toe, the bottom of the shoe, an iconic shoe, because back then the team had to kind of rock uniform shoes. Everybody was rocking black shoes, and he was supposed to rock black shoes. He came out in them Concord. So he was already being fined $5,000 a game every game that he rocked the Concords. Well, the league fined the Chicago Bulls $25,000 for Jordan rocking that number 23. And they told him he is expected to come out in the next game in that number 45 jersey. And if he continues to rock this number 23 jersey, we're going to have to do something about it. Bro, the only thing that stopped Jordan from rocking that number 23 jersey was Orlando eventually putting these guys out of the postseason. Every other game that Jordan showed up, he rocked that 23, and it ended up costing the Chicago Bulls for the rest of that series $100,000 in fines. The fact that LeBron James can be told that he can't change his number until next season blows my mind, bro. Is this a good thing that Nike got this kind of power? Are we looking at Bron a little different, man? Maybe I'm tripping. How you feel about this?
I just want to say that, come on, we know. Hey, Spade, we watch, you told me to watch a show on, I don't know if you want to plug the show. You told me to watch this thing on YouTube called The Bag Man. It was about the Bag Man.
Oh, yeah.
And Spade, the way Nike is the bag. Nike is like the bag man, bro. Like, you know, like, yo, the bag man is kind of the connecting dude that kind of make everything possible. And yo, it's been like a rumor that these agents been pretty much puppet mastering the league since Michael Jordan's agent back in the day. So they've been like puppet mastering the league for dumb long. And you gotta think like, yo, Nike got some stock in this shit. Like Nike, like, yo, you ain't LeBron, you ain't about to mess this joint up. Now LeBron and Nike kind of got a relationship, so how you looking at it might not be the right way. They might be like, yo, LeBron, don't make a fuss about this. Yo, we'll throw you a couple extra little joints. And we going, you know, everything going to work out. Just rock 23 this year. We already printed out 1 million LeBron jerseys in Laker yellow. We don't want to have to go back to the drawing board and do AD and all that crap. So I think you kind of looking at it in the right way, but I don't think it's as big of a deal as you think it is, or as you want it to be, or as you're making it. I don't think it's an issue. Would I like to see LeBron in 6 and Laker and AD is cool? It was a cool gesture that Bron, because even when AD went there, I was like, shit, LeBron rocked 23. I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I wonder what number AD going to rock. And Bron said, yo, you can have 23. Now I'm thinking it again, like, what the hell is AD going to rock? Do AD rock 6?
And he said he's going back to his high school jersey number, and he's wearing number 3.
Ooh.
See?
Ugh. Yeah, I mean, Spade, I don't know, man. I get it, but I understand your point that Nike might. First of all, the deadline is too soon.
It's too soon. March 15th.
You said March?
The damn season's still going, bro. You think?
Yeah, come on, that's too soon.
You think at March 15th, I'm thinking about what number I want to be next year?
And I mean,
bro, I'm trying to get in the postseason.
Didn't even know AD was coming. They were still scrambling.
Exactly. That's what
the season's still going on. They don't want to tamper and shit. You got to wait till the season over. Yeah, Spade, what they call that junk? July 6th, the memorandum? What they call that shit?
Yeah.
The moratorium. The moratorium.
I like to let you say shit wrong. That's your job.
Yeah, the moratorium didn't even happen. Like, that shit is July 6th. So the deadline should really be like, yo, July 10th or something. Come on, Spade. You ain't going to say what you said in pre-production, but trust me, Nike is... If the deadline is July 10th, trust me, Nike getting 100,000 jerseys out ASAP. Cheap.
Hold up. Did you just try me? You say I ain't gonna say what I said in pre-production.
I don't think you gonna say it, bro.
Why you? I said Nike act like they spending a lot of money. They getting this shit made in sweatshops anyway. Make some more. Make some more. Nike act like they ain't over there getting cheap labor for these jerseys anyway. Come on, dog. Nike.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So it ain't like they can't bust, like they can't make these joints hella quick, ASAP, stitch the joint on mad quick. Like, I agree with you there, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. What I do want to know is, go ahead. No, I was going to ask you. What I do want to know is, do you have the Lakers still as their favorite since we see what the Clippers did?
I mean, I don't know. I got him high. Let me
ask you this too,
LeBron
Spade.
James, bro.
I want to ask you. I want to have some fun with this. Do you think the number really matter?
It do for one reason and one reason only. And I was just about to say this. The only reason I can fathom LeBron taking this, because I'm gonna tell you something about Bron. Bron don't really like when the league or merchandisers or media, he don't like when people try to sign him and tell him what to do. So that's what shocked me. Like, damn, Bron took that mighty easy. Nike was like, nah, you can't do that. And Bron was just like, all right, cool. Well, I'll stay 23. I'm like, damn, that shit ain't feel right. Like, damn, Bron, you gonna take that? But you know what they doing? Oh, shit. They finna cop this. They finna cop these 23 jerseys this year. And nobody likes to wear the jersey that's not the current jersey. So next year, they finna cop them 6 jerseys. But also what they doing is for 1 year only, you're going to be able to get an Anthony Davis 3 jersey. And that shit going to mean nothing next year. Because next year, Anthony Davis going to go. Now, if you like me, I ain't finna. First of all, I don't cop jerseys. The last jersey I got is Laney High School Michael Jeffrey Jordan jersey. And I don't cop jerseys. I don't knock people who do, though. I tried to get me Miami, the City Edition Dwayne Wade jersey since he was retiring, but them shits disappeared too quick, and the folks who still got them, they are a little too proud of them. But if anybody want to drop the price on a good one, hit your boy out. But anyway, let me stay on task here. Now, I feel like Nike hit up Bron and probably told him, hey, look, do you know, and let's not act like Anthony Davis ain't signed to Clutch Play Sports. Come on. I think they came together and say, hey, look, we're going to go ahead and get this bread this year, and the jersey number change, going to be an incentive for somebody who already got a LeBron jersey to cop another one. Somebody who already got the 80 jersey from this year to cop another one. So I just think it's a game plan to get more merchandising money, and that's the big shock to me was the way Bron took it. You think you could have told Michael Jordan he ain't changed? Can't tell Michael he ain't changing his number.
See, that's why I think they like, yo, even if what you saying is true, when you think they like, yo, we gonna get double the money? Come on, don't players get a percentage of their jersey sales? I would assume so.
Yeah,
so
they get a percentage.
So I'm like, yo, it's more money. They told him like, yo, this could potentially be this much more money. And I mean, who don't want more money? Especially for some, y'all gotta just rock this jersey for 1 year, one more year. Cool. For how much more money? How much y'all estimating? Yeah, I'm good with it. So I'm thinking, I ain't necessarily saying Nike said, LeBron, yo, we'll give you $10 million. Dude, I'm just saying they like, yo, it's a business move. It's gonna be more money, and they like, yo, cool. Who don't want more money? And we know LeBron want to be a billionaire. LeBron want to eventually own an NBA team or a sports team. Own a sports team. I don't know if it's NBA, NFL, whatever. But eventually he's gonna want to own a team. So I mean, he's trying to get there as fast as he can and a little bit of help. I mean, I'm good with it. I just was wondering, like, I know to me, I think when you're an athlete, yo, you want your number, and that's why I asked you. Like, we played a video game, we create guys and stuff. Spade. It's been times when you went places and your number was retired. You be like, yo, why the hell I got on number 4? What is this? Like, what is this? So people get attached to numbers. That's why we seen people pay weddings off, pay for trips. Be like, yo, I need my number. Yo, hang on a card. We seen athletes do this because the number is important. I just didn't think a number would be that important to these guys, but clearly, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I know a number was important to me.
Yeah, man. I put up videos. I went one entire season with my player being number 34 because I was paying homage to Ray Allen, and every video was a comment like, Spade, your player don't look right with that number. Like, and that I ain't even a real dude. That's just virtual me. Like, you don't look right with that number on. So, yeah, man, I don't know what it is. Like I said, it's got to be something. You know, if Bron ain't nothing, man, he understands finances, and that's kind of his thing. So, I just feel like it got to be something financial for Bron in order for this to fly as easily. Like, Bron ain't put up a fight. And that's what shocked me. I just was like, I don't understand why Bron taking this so easily. So, that was my thing.
Money make everything a lot easier, bro.
I never lied. Yes, sir.
This right here is the meat of the
drum
podcast.
roll. I'm sorry.
This is what y'all waited for.
This is what I'm here for.
Hey yo, what's crazy? Me and Spade when crap happened, we'd get on the horn and be like, yo, XYZ. We kind of just got on the phone and said, yo, Y, or Z. We ain't really talked that much about this. We had some few text messages back and forth, and that was it. So I cannot personally wait to see what Spade think about this situation. I seen his little tweets on Twitter, but he ain't really go in depth because he.
First of all, my tweets ain't little, bro. First, I know what little means. Little is shady. I seen his
little baby tweets.
Nah.
But he know this is where people want to hear it, so he brought it to Strong Gun Sports, and I appreciate you for that, bro. I appreciate you holding your tongue and keeping it authentic for the show.
Yeah, man.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you must have been living under a goddamn rock this past week because Russell Westbrook was traded to the Rockets for Chris Paul and a pick. It's crazy because we just seen Paul George go and all this, and it was lingering like, yo, now Westbrook may be out of there, and the Heat was the team. The Rockets was mentioned, but it was like, yo, it seemed like the Heat was going to get something done. Mm-hmm. Russell Westbrook got traded to the Rockets for Chris Paul Spade, I gotta get your thoughts on this. Everybody thought it was the Heat. He ended up with the Rockets. I gotta ask. I want to know about fit. Do you think it's gonna work? I want to know about Chris Paul in Oklahoma City. I want to know about Houston, Westbrook, Harden working together with D'Antoni. I mean, Spade, I gotta know. Does this make Houston better? Spade.
I don't know where to start.
Enlighten
So give me some direction. On which end of this deal do you want me to start? Do you want me to start from the perspective of being a Miami Heat fan?
No. You know, I'm sorry, y'all. In podcast land, Strong on Sports, you guys are amazing. Spade, I want you to start with Chris Paul. It's some lingerers out there. Chris Paul to Oklahoma City, man. You know what? Me and Spade did talk. We didn't even talk about the Westbrook trade. We had talks about Chris Paul.
Yeah.
So this is where I want you to start, Spade. Spade, you said on the phone. Can I tell them what you said on the phone? Through text message. You said Chris Paul is not going to Oklahoma City. I see them buying Chris Paul out. And actually, Stephen A. Smith agrees with you.
And you said,
I said, I don't see. I said, I think Chris Paul knows this is his last big contract. Chris Paul wants his chips. I don't see them coming to an agreement on a buyout because both players have to agree to a buyout. Mm-hmm. Now, what Stephen A. Smith did say was he said that if I'm the Thunder, I'm not buying Chris Paul out if he don't give me a huge discount. If I'm not mistaken, I think Chris Paul is scheduled to make like $125 more million. So they said, he said that he thinks the Thunder will buy Chris Paul out for $100 million, which is still a ton of money to me. And that's a lot of money. And I don't see it happening. But he said that if he buy him out, he thinks Chris Paul will have to give them at least a $25 million discount, Spade. I don't see that happening because I just think that's an astronomical amount of money to buy somebody out of. And I don't know if Chris Paul would agree to it because I think Chris Paul knows this is his last big contract, and I think he wants all his bread. Give me your thoughts about Chris Paul in Oklahoma City. Do we end up there? Do we end up with the Heat because there's some lingerings about that shit? I mean, it's just a lot to debunk here. Talk to your boy.
Starting with Chris Paul, I told you on the phone. Were we talking on the phone? No, we text. We didn't actually talk that day.
It was a text.
Yeah, I was at work. I still feel the way I felt when that happened. I understand that OKC is going to save, 40-ish, maybe $50 million, because Chris Paul has 1 year less on his contract than Russell Westbrook. Boom. I also know the game plan there is to completely rebuild, to have this young team with all these picks. And look, first off, man, you got to take your hat off to Sam Presti. What he was able to do, a team that was just in the postseason that looked like they was so close, maybe a piece away from making it to the finals, after they get the devastating news from the mob boss named Jerry West that you better give up Paul George or else. He was able to flip that, and what they get, bro? Something stupid. They got like 9 picks between those two deals.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
Like, between those two deals, they got like 8 or 9 picks, all right?
Yeah.
They set up for a very long time, and the rebuild is not going to be as easy as a lot of people think it is. The lotto odds have changed since the days of the trust the process. Philadelphia 76ers, those odds are different now. They still could end up not snagging the number 1 pick in every one of these years. Not to mention, I think they got 2 from Miami that's going to be fairly high picks, if I'm not mistaken. But they also, the picks that they're going to get from the Clippers or whatever, even in this deal right here with Houston, those aren't going to be high first-round picks. I think Chris Paul gets bought out, bro. And I understood why you were saying you don't agree. I think Chris Paul gets bought out. I've seen conflicting reports. I saw one report that said OKC don't plan on Chris Paul even rocking their jersey. And look, it might be some
truth to that. They don't even want him to touch down, bro.
They don't even want him to heard what the hell number he going to be.
Word.
According to the league, they need to know way back in March 15th. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know. Nobody has said anything about Chris Paul's jersey number. I really ain't even seen reports of other Thunder players talking about how happy they are to have Chris Paul. I don't think it's a plan to keep Chris Paul there at all.
No disagreements here.
That would mean they want to trade. I don't see anybody who would be willing to make that trade except, unfortunately, for Miami. Now, look, it makes sense for Miami. Miami got a lot of a lot of draft picks missing. And the only reason why they would do this would be to get some picks back. Preferably their 2 picks that's already kind of high picks, right?
I can see them because it's another team. It's some lingering about Detroit, but the problem is pairing Chris Paul with Blake again.
No way. I don't see that.
No way.
No way.
Okay.
I don't see that one happening. I don't think the trade thing is gonna work. I think it's 2 options. I think they buy Chris Paul out. I think he signs for the MLE with the Lakers.
Really? The way him and Rondo just went at it?
Because I think they move. What? Well, they already signed Rondo, so they can't really do that.
Yeah, Rondo's just read up.
Okay.
So
all right.
Wait, Spade.
I didn't know Rondo was read
fell
up.
out my damn chair.
Yeah, I didn't know they read him yet. I really didn't.
Yeah, he back.
I didn't hear that.
He back. He might. I want to say for a 2-year deal.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
All right, well, that's done. So, look, the short list, I don't see the Detroit thing happening at all. I just don't. I mean, and if you Detroit, why would you even entertain that? Did it work the first time? You already, the little bit of time you've had Blake, you already see what Blake is going to do, man. Blake gets hurt. Chris Paul gets hurt. And there's no knock on these guys. I'm not trying to throw shots. I'm not even questioning their skill set. But these guys have trouble staying healthy, and they're getting older, which means that these injuries are going to be more prevalent as they continue to get older.
Yeah, Rondo signed a 2-year, $5 million deal, Spade.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a done deal. The
Let me
Miami
ask you,
thing might possibly happen simply because Miami wants the picks. And I'm going to be honest with you. You know how I feel about Chris Paul. I was very hard on Chris Paul this past season. If Chris Paul touched down in Miami, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm not cheering for it. I'm not cheering for it. But I don't hate it because I still think it's Jimmy Butler's team. You know?
Really, Spade?
I think it's Jimmy Butler's team, bro.
Bruh, I'm about to walk off the set. The way you was on Chris Paul head, you telling me you don't hate Chris Paul in Miami?
No.
You told me he couldn't beat a big off the dribble anymore.
He can't. I don't think he could beat a toddler off the dribble right now. Toddler lock his ass up. Toddler clamp his ass up.
I can't believe this right now, y'all.
Bro, shocked. We want some picks. We got to build around Jimmy Butler. And I kind of hope we don't. I hope we don't, bro. But if we do, I would understand bro, can you relax with the huffing and the puffing?
I'm listening, man.
Bro,
I'm listening.
In Pat Riley, we trust. Has Pat ever led us astray? No.
Yeah, when he told LeBron, he said your posse can't come through here, and Bron was like, bet, I'm out. Peace.
He never said it. That never happened, bro.
That's what
Bron
said.
Pat Riley that said something
Pat
about
Riley didn't want his squad to have that access. And Bron was like, this ain't no entourage. These my business partners. That's what Bron told
wasn't Pat Riley, bro. Get your sources right. That wasn't Pat.
Who was it?
I don't know. But anyway, let me get back on the other side of this thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I was kind of rooting for Russ to come to Miami. I was kind of rooting.
Of course you were.
And I was pissed off with OKC because they was trying to take so many assets. They really wanted the young rookie Tyler Hero. I did not want to move Tyler. That seemed like that was a big part of the deal, bro, and we couldn't make it happen.
They asked for Hero, Winslow, and Bam. You're not doing that for an MVP?
No.
Spade, you a lie. You a damn lie.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Spade, so if the Rockets said, yo, we'll give you James Harden for Hero, Winslow, and Bam, you wouldn't want that trade?
Yeah. That's James Harden.
What? Spade, come on, bro.
What? I'm being honest with you.
Spade, come on, bro.
What? I don't understand.
So you'll do that for James Harden, but won't do that for Russ?
Absolutely.
What's the difference?
Have you seen them shoot from the perimeter? If you need a 3-point basket, which one of them brothers you passing to? If they both your teammate, you down 2, you drive, the defense crash. Now let me set this shit up, bro. I want to set this up. You play on the team you on the Rockets this year. You got James and Russ. And for some godforsaken reason, you got the ball and not one of them. That's not realistic. You drive to the basket down 2. The defense crash. You turn around, everything in slow motion. Russ like this. James like this. Who the hell you passing to?
The person Dan Antoni passing to, Jell Green.
You see why
Joe
I don't
Green
take you
took the last
serious?
shot.
You see why I don't take you serious? I'm up here trying to deliver a
Bruh,
high quality
did Joe Green not
podcast.
take that shot?
No, I'm sitting here trying to deliver a high
Okay.
quality podcast. Whenever you want to get
Okay.
serious.
I'm serious. Like,
For the
Joe Green took
similarities
shot.
that these guys got, let's not front like James Harden is not the better
All right, Spade,
perimeter
go ahead.
shooter.
Go ahead, Spade. Go ahead.
I wanted Russ to look. Let me be completely honest. I'm gonna have to chop this up because I feel like we're all over the place. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Now let this
I
go.
even told the homie Cornell, shout out to Cornell, who's a big Miami Heat fan, and he been campaigning his ass off on social media for Russell Westbrook. And that man was hurt that we didn't get Russ. And I told him, if we get him, I'm happy because that's Russell Westbrook. But if we don't get him, I'm not mad. I'm really not, bro. Because I think, and y'all gonna say this is a hot take, I think if we'd have got him, I think it hurt so many other people. I like Justice at the one. I'm not saying that Justice Winslow is Russell Westbrook. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm not amongst the belief that you got to have a bunch of stars. I think you got to have a bunch of people with a job, who know their job, who willing to do their job. And I feel like we got some pieces. I think we can be okay. I like Jimmy Butler being the definitive guy to get the ball at the end of the game. I don't want us to have to play fucking paper, rock, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, whatever the hell they call that shit. I don't want to play that. I want to know who the ball is going to. We got a definitive face of the team. We don't need that. Whose team is it? We don't need that. I know it's Jimmy's team. They know it's Jimmy's team. The other guys on the team have roles, and I think these guys can play their role. We got JJ, who's a hell of a defender. We got Bam. We got Winslow. I like the team. And I legitimately feel this way. I know y'all think this is the fan talking, but I legitimately feel like we are okay without Russell Westbrook. But if I'm
So what do
Russell
you do with
Westbrook,
Dragic? Y'all gonna buy Dragic out?
I mean, I think he on an
Because I thought
expiring,
that
so
would have
we'll
been the
keep him.
trade.
I would love to move him still.
Go ahead. Okay.
I still would love to move him. If we can make a play for Bradley Beal, I still would be willing to move some assets. Still. And I'm going to be honest with you. If we have to move Tyler for Bradley Beal, I'm okay with that because Bradley's a shooter and Tyler's a shooter. But if we got to lose Tyler for Russ, I don't like that because Russ not a shooter like that. He not. So we still got to make a play. But I'm going to be honest with you. From the Russell Westbrook standpoint, I feel like Miami was the best spot for him. And if the reports are true that we read, the report said that he preferred Miami. Now, let's go back to what we talked about last week. It's a few states that's got, no state tax. It's something like South Dakota, Wyoming, a bunch of places that NBA hoopers don't want to damn be. And of the places that you would want to be is Texas and Florida. What a damn coinky-dink. The two teams in states that's got teams that don't have state tax, those two teams were the top two teams in the mix, Houston and Miami. Here's why I don't love the Houston fit. I just told you, Russell Westbrook cannot really shoot like that. He's not a catch-and-shoot guy. That's not to say he can't make some shots. I don't need y'all to come for me because I'm a Westbrook fan.
They ain't gonna come for you because they hate Westbrook. But go ahead.
The only way I can see this working is if Harden is willing to go off ball. I'm going to be honest with you. If you look at the way D'Antoni's offense is set up, I think Westbrook can run it. I don't think he can run it as well as Harden because Harden is a threat to step back and take that jumper, and you got to respect that just like you got to respect him putting it on the floor and going by you. I feel like if Russ runs that offense, you're not as afraid of him stepping back taking that shot. Matter of fact, hell, you giving it to him. I am. But the difference is the pressure that he can put on the defense. He can push the tempo faster than James Harden. And if the defense crash in, when you kick it out to Harden, Harden can knock that down. But the issue I see is if I'm James Harden, I'm the face of this franchise. I've been running this offense. I've been running it damn good. I've been an MVP candidate for 3 or 4 years straight. Am I willing to go off ball and let somebody else drive my car? That's essentially what's going to be happening. And somebody said to me, if he wants to win a ring, he'll do it. And I said, whoa. Them boys ain't winning no ring. Let's not act like this is a champion. Getting Westbrook didn't make them a championship caliber team. It didn't. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, they championship caliber anyway.
You just killed me for saying the same thing about Lillard team. You was like, you don't know. You don't know.
Okay.
They was like a game away with Chris Paul.
I will say this. I don't like that everybody's saying like, oh, this won't work. This won't work. I'm not gonna say it won't work because you know what, bro? We didn't feel like James Harden and Chris Paul would work, and it damn near worked until Chris Paul do what Chris Paul do and got hurt. If he didn't get hurt, it worked.
And see that's why I'm not opposed to Spade.
I'm not opposed to it, but I think Miami was the better fit.
I like this situation. I like what. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, Spade.
No, go ahead. No,
I like Chris Paul and Harden. I mean, I like Westbrook and Harden better than I like Chris Paul and Harden. I do.
I like Harden and a fucking mannequin more than I like Chris Paul and Harden after this past season. So it couldn't go nowhere but up.
Your shooting point is valid, and I seen people like Westbrook. Paul George. Let me. I want to rewind a little bit because I seen people like Paul George decided they said Lillard blew up. They naded OKC with that shot. No, Kawhi blew up OKC because he hit Paul George when everybody else he tried to call was like, nah, we going over, because it's reported that Kawhi called KD, Jimmy Butler, Kyrie, and so on and so on and so on, and got to Paul George and was like, and Kawhi blew up OKC because nobody was even thinking about any of this shit until Kawhi hit Paul George and was like, come to the Clippers with me. Come to the Clippers with me. And Paul George got on the horn, and they said it's reported that Paul George got on the horn with them and was like, trade me to the Clippers before midnight. Before midnight. And they did it. So Dame Lillard didn't blow up OKC. Kawhi Leonard did. With that being said, I think people were saying that Paul George left because Westbrook didn't take a back seat to Paul George. That's not valid at all. Paul George
That's not true.
Let in shots, let in damn near everything. Westbrook clearly took a back seat. But one thing about Russell Westbrook, and this ain't no shade to Harden, one thing about Russell Westbrook, when Westbrook look around and be like, these people looking funny in the face and they ain't getting it done, I got it. And I'm not saying James Harden do that. But Spade, during the regular season, I'm not concerned about them. But when Harden has been taking on so much of the load, I think it's going to feel so good to be like, I got to do like Westbrook that I know. Hey, we done seen him that year after KD left. It was Westbrook a bust for the Thunder, and he got them to the playoffs. And I want to say they wasn't high in the playoffs. They might have been like a 7th or 8th seed. I don't remember exactly, but he backpacked them there. So I think it's going to feel so good for Harden to be like, I don't have to do everything. Now I get it. James Harden like triple doubles. I seen all the memes and shit. We know James Harden like the dribble, step back, shoot, travel, all that. We know. But I just think it's going to feel so much better. And I could be wrong. This shit could be a catastrophe. But I just think if I'm James Harden, I'm looking over there like it's going to feel so good to know that I got somebody that can push the tempo, attack the basket, going to bring this intensity every night. Aside from Chris Paul, who's going to bicker, do stupid shit, potentially get hurt, I just think it's going to feel so much better if I'm James Harden. I will feel so much better.
So, LePage, we in agreement there. But do you feel like this is a better fit for Russ than Miami? Bro, why you taking this long pause? Like, you got to think about this shit, bro. You know Miami's the better fit.
Let me tell you why I'm thinking about it. I think, and I'm not saying James Harden is not. I feel like Jimmy Butler and Russell Westbrook personalities are so dominant. They both like alpha males. So that shit can be explosive over there. I do feel like I feel like Jimmy Butler not going to back down from Russ, and I feel like Russ won't back down from Jimmy Butler, and that shit could be explosive. Spade, you don't agree with that?
Are you saying that James Harden is passive?
I'm not saying he's passive. I'm saying he passive aggressive.
I don't think it's no passive in it. We've seen him and Chris Paul going at it on the bench. Right after they lost, it's reports that they was going at it in the locker room. So I don't like the notion that you act like Russ gonna come in and walk over James. That shit ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm not saying that because I don't even think they had that type of relationship. I don't even think he would do that. do that to him.
Not out of disrespect, but the fact that they are both passionate. We done seen Russ damn near blow up on a teammate for not giving him that.
That's a fact.
So what you think? Bro, Miami was the better fit. Hands down.
Okay.
Hands down, it was the better fit. I'm not mad that my team didn't make the play for Westbrook. I'm not mad. I don't want us to get Chris Paul. I do not. If
I want that to happen. I want that to happen for content. Please.
But bro, understand, if we do get Chris Paul, it ain't the end of the road for us because I still think it's Jimmy's team. And I think he would be more, if he come to Miami, they going to want him to facilitate more than anything. Miami don't need Chris Paul to score. Don't need Chris Paul to score.
I mean, he wasn't doing much of that over there anyway. What, 15?
Right.
15?
Right. But if you look last year, how much did Dragic, I don't even know, but how much did Dragic
like 14? Let me look it up real quick.
Exactly. So we don't need him. We don't need him to do much. But that Houston offense is different, bro. It is whoever got the ball is expected to score or create an opportunity for a score. And I don't see that working both ways. James can create the score or he can be the catch and shoot opportunity. I don't see Russ being the catch and shoot opportunity. I just don't. And I don't like when people bash Russell Westbrook, so I don't want to bash this dude. And I think it can work simply because I was the first person to say I don't like James Harden and Chris Paul. I did not think that was going to work, and it worked to a certain extent. The advantage that we got here is that these guys have played together before. So they somewhat, and I say somewhat because neither of these guys, a lot younger, and neither of these guys are the people today that they were when they played together the first time. Russell Westbrook was a young person in the league who was part of a system. You can say what you want. He was one of the faces, but KD was there, and I still honestly feel like it was more KD's team than Russell's team. Then it turned to a situation where it was Westbrook's team. It was Westbrook or bust. And James dipped after being the sixth man on that team. He went from sixth man to MVP to Houston is my shit. So both of them dudes coming off of this my shit. And yeah, look, they could both have great intentions. James Harden could say, hey man, this is gonna work. We are friends. Bro, me and you friends, we ain't never lived together. The first time we lived together and I go to eat my Captain Crunch and you didn't roll the bag down in the box and my shit stale, we got problems. It ain't got nothing to do with how good of friends we are.
I don't eat cereal though. I don't even eat cereal. So
yeah, but you the type that you would put your hands on my damn Captain Crunch and I would be pissed off about it. Like
yeah,
I can see you
because I want better for my friends. I want you to eat
quality
meals
right there.
I want you to eat quality breakfast, bro.
Now your sofa out the front door.
I want you to eat a quality breakfast.
You see how you just proved my point? Now your shit out the front door. Now I'm heaving the sofa. Sofa in the air. So I'm telling you, bro, for the life of me, I'm so torn here because you know I'm a Harden fan, and I'm seeing folks saying like,
so I gotta ask you the hard question then.
Ask me a question.
Does this make the Rockets a contender?
I think it makes them better than they were last season, but I also think several other teams have gotten better. The only team in the West that didn't get better is Golden State. Everybody else got better.
Golden State still, we can't sleep.
They ain't better than they were last year, though. I'm not saying that they're a slouch.
That's a fact.
They ain't better than they were last year. You can't lose Kevin Durant and be better.
That's a fact.
You can't lose Klay Thompson for half the year and be better. You just can't.
That's a fact.
But, man, I just want to ask you.
Go ahead.
Because I got some people I'm hard on. You got some people you hard on. You want me to tell you who you hard on?
Who I'm hard on?
Mike D'Antoni.
I am.
If D'Antoni make this shit work, will you come on this show and crown this guy the king like he would deserve to be crowned?
No.
Why? If he make this shit work, he's not the king? Come on, bro.
No.
You won't never get dude this props, bro.
I think they're going to still be successful in the making it work in the regular season. That shit don't matter because I think they're going to be successful in the regular season. They're going to win a lot of games, 50, probably close to 60 games. Probably. What? Spade, that shit you don't think so?
That's a bold claim, bro.
Spade, nothing changed. They got better. They got better. And nothing changed. They still got Capella. They still got PJ Tucker. These Austin Rivers back. Everything is still the same. They just got Chris Paul the hell up out of there and got Westbrook. They better. They're gonna get
Westbrook
50.
is better at Chris Paul, better than Chris Paul at everything but perimeter shooting. And the Rockets are a perimeter shooting team.
I got it, Spade. I got it.
I just can't believe you so confident.
Yes,
you are prepared to not give D'Antoni his props. Already.
They're going to win. I believe the Rockets will win over 50 games next season and might get 60. But the thing about making this shit work, Spade, is going to be in the playoffs. In the playoffs. They got to Game 7 in the Western Conference Finals with Chris Paul, and Chris Paul got hurt for Game 7, if I'm not mistaken, right? He didn't play Game 7 against the Warriors. Not this year. I think it was the year before last.
Who? Chris Paul?
Yeah, like he didn't play Game 7 the year before last. Like he got hurt, right? That was year before last.
He got hurt in like Game 5 because they was up. Remember? And then when he got hurt, they couldn't close it.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I think they're gonna win a lot of games in the regular season. I asked you about NBA coaches all the Spade. I think we can coach James Harden and Westbrook together, and I think we're gonna win a bunch of games. It's gonna be about when it's a 7-game series and Westbrook is erratic. Who's pulling Westbrook in? Can James Harden talk to him? That's when that shit gonna matter. That's when
James
it's gonna
Harden
matter.
can get erratic. James can get erratic.
That's what I'm saying. But when players get erratic, Spade, who is it on? It's coaching. What are you there for? You didn't be like, yo, calm down, slow the tempo, relax. You don't need a 3 here. Yo, go to the basket, dump it to Capella, pick and roll here. Like, that's what coach, in my opinion, that's when these are the best of the best. Like, these are the best. I don't even want, I know people going to be like, yo, he calling Westbrook one of the best players in this league. So you don't got to tell them much. They're going to figure it out during the regular season and win some games. You need coaching, in my opinion, and I could be 100% wrong. 100% wrong. This is why I ask you about, like, NBA coaches all the time. I think it's going to matter when it's a 7-game series in the playoffs. And Harden is erratic, and Harden's shooting bad, and Westbrook jacking up shots. To me, that's when coaching come in and be like, Russ, we need you attacking the basket right now, bro. We need you getting to the line. We need in the penalty. James Harden, we need some pick and roll. I think that's when coaching plays his part.
Okay, what if you do that and they still don't win because they just facing a better team? That's a reality too.
I'm not saying they're going to win a championship. I'm not saying that.
If they don't win, you're not going to give D'Antoni his props?
No, because it'll be the same. They
got to win the championship for him to get his props?
I still might not give him no props.
That's
ridiculous. I might be like, yo, yeah, Westbrook and Harden. Yeah, Westbrook and Harden.
They say Westbrook and Harden been friends since they was 10 years old. Both of these guys grew up in the Los Angeles area, so they had a relationship before they even played together in OKC. I'm going to ask you, I got my own opinion, but I'm going to ask you, the fact that they've known each other that long, does this mean any damn thing once it comes to game time to you?
I think so. Spade, I could be pissed off, bro. It's only a handful of people that can reel me in, and you one of them. So I think as close friends, Spade, you can say things to me a stranger wouldn't say. I can say things to you a stranger couldn't say. And if I heard a stranger say something, the same thing if I say something to you right now, and a stranger or somebody that ain't as cool as us say the same thing, I'm gonna check him and be like, hold up, man, you don't know my dude like that. You ain't me. That's what I'm gonna say. So I think being that cool, it does bring a certain bond with. They can check each other and it not be like Chris Paul and Harden checking each other and it blow up into this thing. So I think it do play a part.
Okay.
I'm thinking you don't think so.
I don't. I think it does on 90% of the time. When you watching film, maybe when you practicing, when you coming up with game plans, when the game is going, and you throw that shit out the window, bro. Look, you and I, like you said, we got a great relationship. People don't know how cool me and you are. The fact, I'm going to be honest with you, I had somebody else step to me about doing a podcast. It wasn't sports related. It was more like music and culture. And we did a couple of episodes, and I bailed. I abandoned it. Because at the end of the day, like, It wasn't somebody I was beefing with, but it just wasn't my homie. And we got a super, super, super cool relationship. And people don't know this, LaParis, but you actually stopped playing some competitive games with me because you said to me that you don't necessarily like who I turn to sometimes in my competitive moments.
That's a fact.
And that same thing could happen here. They could be the best of friends. When it's game time, and whether it's Harden going 3 or 10 from beyond the arc, or it's Westbrook just going Westbrook, somebody gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? And in that moment, they gonna have beef. That don't mean that they gonna fall out. They gonna make that shit work. But it ain't gonna help them in that game. I think when you're back on the line in the game, how long you known each other and where y'all grew up, I think you throw all that bullshit out the window, bro. That's what I think. And I honestly think Westbrook was a better fit in Miami. And it would take Mike D'Antoni and this coming season to prove me. I'm going to have to see this shit work. Because I keep trying to think through it, bro. And I don't know what they going to do.
I'm saying 50 games. You don't think they getting over 50?
Before I even get to that, what's your game plan? Who do you want running the one?
Spade, you gotta figure it. You gotta figure it out, bro.
Yeah, I'm asking Coach LaParis. Who are you running the one with, Coach?
I have no clue. But the thing about it, Spade, said that's not true, bro. Spade, I told you this. I think I said this shit last week to you. Yo, you get the talent and you figure that shit out. You take best available and you figure it out. And you gotta figure it out. So you gotta get in the game and see what works. You gotta see what works. Yo, if I had a chance to get Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, Alvin Kamara, all of them on the same team, yo, I gotta figure it out. I'm taking the talent, baby. I'm taking it.
But you gotta have a game plan.
Carries? I don't know, but we're gonna figure this shit out.
And I agree with you 100%. And you can have 5 plans, but you got to start with plan A. And if that don't work, then you move on to plan B. But I'm asking you right now, what's your plan A? I ain't saying it got to work. What's your plan A? You coming into the season, what's your game plan?
I'm putting Harden off ball.
Okay, thank you. Because to me, I just can't fathom it working any other way. And if I'm Harden might be a much better dude than me. If I'm Harden, you're gonna be hard pressed to put me in the corner.
See, I don't think it's that though. This is where coaching comes in because I don't think it's gonna. I get it. They run the 5 out or whatever they all call it, the spread offense, whatever they call it. I get it, but I don't think it's gonna be that though.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I think Russ gonna be attacking. I think Harden gonna be attacked. I think they both gonna be. Yo, let me ask you this, babe. Would it be crazy? Would it be? What if Harden? What if Westbrook? Because I feel I could be wrong. I think I'm right though. That Westbrook took a backseat. Let's say Westbrook be like, yo, I don't know how many shots Westbrook took at OKC this past year. I felt like he took a backseat. But let's just say it was 20. What if Westbrook say, yo, I dial it back and take 13, and I average instead of averaging whatever, I average 20. But I'm still getting a triple-double. And Harden still at his 32. 32 and whatever Harden get. I'm telling you, I think it could work, bruh. I think it can work.
It ain't about that, though. That's not the dilemma
what is
they're
it
going to
about?
face. It ain't got nothing to do with how many shots Russ get. It got something to do with where these shots come from. When they had Carmelo Anthony briefly, we got video of Carmelo Anthony apologizing, hitting his chest saying, my bad, for pulling twos. They are a 3-point shooting team. Westbrook shot something god-awful from 3 last year. And
Spade, but they
hate beating up on Russ.
Too, Spade. And Harden get to the cup, too, and draw fouls.
They do. You want me to tell you why it works so well with Harden? Because you got to step up on him because he can step back and pull the 3. I don't think you got to do that to Westbrook. I'm not stepping up on Westbrook. I'm not. And you know something else crazy,
Westbrook
bro?
Could do that little quick ass step up like and pull the little midi.
He shot like shit from the free throw line too, cuz.
Oh. It sounded to me like you telling this shit is not gonna work.
I wanna cry.
I don't get it, man.
I don't know, bro. I want to see it work. I do.
I think
my
it's going to
doubts.
work. I think it's going to work.
Oh, clearly.
And
You're talking about
let
60
me just
games.
say, when I say it's going to work, I'm not saying they're going to make it to the finals. I'm saying the
60
MVP,
games.
I said 50 or 60 games. Yes. I can see them winning over 50 games. Yes. Spade, you don't think they can win 50 games?
I don't know.
Matter of fact, hold up, yo. I'm gonna try and look right now while we on the phone and see what Vegas say. If Vegas don't have them at 50 games, I'll be shocked.
They might. They might. I'm just not as confident as you are. Everybody got better, bro. Dallas got better.
Get it, and that's why I think
KP coming back. Porzingis back this year.
Spade, I get
Clippers
it,
got
bro.
better.
Spade,
Lakers got better.
If it's any year when you want to do this shit with Westbrook and Harden and try and figure it
Utah
out,
got better.
it's this year.
Everybody
agree with
got
that?
better, bro. I'm just not as sure as you. Everybody got better, bro.
Okay. Let me see. Team wins. Let me go. Let me go to the Houston. Oh shit, Spade. How many? What you think they got it at?
50? I think they got it
54
right
and a
at
half, Spade. 54.
I know what
thought it was
Vegas
gonna be
doing. I know what Vegas
Huh?
doing. I know what they doing. They won 53 last year. Vegas is looking at the obvious fact that Westbrook is better than Chris Paul, and they saying it can't get no worse.
Come on, man.
But
I
Vegas
wish it
ain't
was at
thinking
50.
about everybody
I
else
bet
got better.
if it was 50, I bet Brad right now live on this thing. Because they getting over 50. They getting 50 wins.
You know what? I'm gonna let your enthusiasm and your optimism rub off on me. Team
I just
James
don't understand
Harden.
why you don't think
let's
they can get 50 wins, Spade.
No, I didn't say they couldn't. I'm just not as confident as you. You sound extremely confident,
Bro,
and this is some shit I gotta see. I gotta see
50
this.
wins. They getting 50 wins.
Okay.
Spade, and the crazy thing is, Spade, when they go sit, now it ain't going to look as insane. Now, let me tell you what I did tweet. And then you give me your thoughts on this. Because we didn't even speak on Eric Gordon. It's a lot of, I said I feel Eric Gordon should come off the bench.
He got to.
I said I think Eric Gordon should come off the bench and they need to start to do like House or Green or just anybody else over there. Eric Green and Eric Green and Rivers, in my opinion, should come off the bench. And Spade, you could send Harden to the bench and keep Russell on the floor, which was crazy because that was the plan when Chris Paul first got there, and it kind of worked. But then Chris Paul got trash, and when Westbrook went to the bench, when Harden went to the bench and they have a lead, and Paul was on the court, the lead diminished to like nothing, and shit, they had to get James back in. But I think EG needs to come off the bench. I don't know if he's going to be receptive to that. Do you think EG will be okay with coming off the bench?
Absolutely. I mean, let's not. It was just a few years removed from him and Lou Will both being in the running for 6th Man of the Year. So I mean, EG is familiar with that. EG a team player, man. I don't think that'll be an issue at all.
Yeah, I think he needs to come off the bench. I think they're gonna be all right, man. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna win no championship, but if it's any year you want to try this shit, it's definitely right now. It's just I just think the whole league is wide open. I think the league is as wide open as it's been for years because we just seen Golden State and Golden State just went to 5 straight finals, right? Before that, LeBron went to how many? 8? So come on, man. Yeah. I just think the league has never. We don't know who's going to win it this year. We think Lakers, Clippers. We think they're going to be in the mix, but all this shit. You said everybody got better, but all this shit got to get together in gel. The Jazz made a lot of acquisitions. Lakers, and once they fell out of the Kawhi joint, they got to see how that gel. We got to see how the Clippers gel. Like everybody got better, but they got to make that shit work. Everybody got to make that shit work.
Including
so if it's any year to try this Westbrook Harden shit, it's this year.
All right. I like your optimism. We spent way too long on that. Let's go ahead and close the
that's
show
good
out,
shit.
bro.
I like that. That's good shit.
We got one more segment, man.
Before you go, how many wins you got them getting, Spade? I gotta know.
Bro, stop trying to pressure
I gotta
me,
know.
Bro. You like?
I gotta know.
Look, I saw commercials
Over, under
about
50.
people like you when I was a kid. It's like, come on,
Spade,
man, just
over
smoke it.
under 50.
Smoke it, man. Smoke it, bro. I don't do drugs, bro. Keep it moving.
Nah, this ain't no drug. Over
Basically.
under 50, bro.
Push. I don't know, bro. I'm not saying that I think they're going to be terrible. I need to see what the game plan is because to me, I think they limited in what they can do. That's all I'm saying.
They're going to still jack a lot of threes. Westbrook going to attack the basket. I know you want to move on, Spade. I just want Westbrook. I don't want him taking 20 shots a game. I want him a little under 12 to 15 shots. I want him to attack the basket. I want him to get, facilitate. I'm telling you, I just think it's better. I think it's better. I do. And maybe I'm a Westbrook fanboy. I just think it's better. I think it's better.
Skill-wise, talent-wise, Russell Westbrook is better than Chris Paul.
But I'm not even just talking about skill. I just think it's better because
still about scheme and fit, though.
I get it, Spade. But when Harden go to the bench, they was blowing the shit out of leads.
The problem is they're going to be out there at the same time. I don't have no doubts of how things are going to go when James sit down and Russell's still on the court. That's going to be fine. What the hell are they going to do when they are both out there at the same time?
It's going to be fun to watch. And I can't wait.
Well, that's what James Harden said. He guaranteed it. He said he guaranteed they're going to be fun to watch this year.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
And me and you, we're going to have a lot of... You talk about the Rockets and James Harden enough anyway, but right now
you sound like a fan.
A lot more.
You sound like more of a fan than me. So we'll see.
I'm not a fan. I rock with Westbrook. I just think.
So you the Westbrook fanboy? Bet.
Spade. I think they easily get 50 wins. Easily.
You might be right. I just want to know how it's gonna work. I just want to know what the plan is. That's all. Let's get out of here,
Last
bro.
Point. Wait. Last point. Chris Paul. You said Chris Paul gets bought out, right? You think he gets bought out?
Yeah, I kind of expect that to happen.
I see a trade.
Either bought out or traded to Miami, which I hope bought out. I don't think
Detroit is out for you. Detroit is a no-go.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I also don't think he played for OKC this year. It would shock me.
Okay. It's crazy.
You ready now?
Wait, I don't know. Because Spade, before... Last point, for real. Spade, would you cut Rondo if OKC buy out Chris Paul? This is what I wanted to ask you earlier. OKC buy out Chris Paul, would you cut Rondo and get Chris Paul? If you the Lakers.
I cut him like that Chicago wind come through your jacket in January. I cut the shit out of them.
Because they cannot play together.
Mm-mm. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. Look, playoff Rondo's a thing, right?
It's a thing. And Chris Paul getting hurt in the playoffs is a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing too. But this is Brian. I don't know. If I'm Brian, shit, I don't damn know. Can you stop asking me questions? Can I get us out of here, please?
All right, go ahead, y'all.
Damn,
sorry,
I feel
y'all.
like I'm on trial. Last segment of today's show is called a Strong Arm Performer of the Week. You guys already know what this is about. It is a prestigious award given away to a male or female athlete who helped their team get the win, man. Who stepped up, got it done, got their team to win. Wasn't many games being played this week, so I'm going to throw it to LaParis. LaParis, you on the hot seat, bro. Who's your Strong Arm Performer of the Week? And then why? I need all that.
It's 2 weeks in a row I'm stepping outside the box, bro. And I got to give it to a young lady named Simona Halep. She beat Serena in the Wimbledon Championship this morning, and I mean, it was straight sets too. She got Serena up out of there in under an hour, and it's crazy. Me and Spade was just talking, and she was like, yo, you see Serena? Like, this isn't no shade against Serena. We know you just had a baby. I mean, there was some reports that Serena, was a little out of shape, and she was still able to get to the finals, but she ended up losing to a young lady named Simona Halep. And me and Spade had a conversation. He was like, yo, you see Serena? Serena just got a chick out of there prior to this match today in straight sets in like 57 minutes. And I was like, yeah. Serena's still that lady, man. And I told Spade, I said, yo, Serena really is one of the best athletes ever. Not female athletes, one of the best athletes ever. Shout out to Serena for making it, but I got to give credit where credit due. And this young lady, Simona Halep, she did a thing and she won Wimbledon. So for that performance today, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week.
That's what's up. I like that. I lost mine, bro. I had it pulled up. I had some stats and I can't find it. editing man gonna make this work though. This ain't what I was looking for, but I'm gonna hit you with that so you can enjoy that later. Bro, I hate when this happens. Let me see if I like it. Okay. What was that? Dang, man, it was this post about Shaq. Hold on 1 second, bro. Okay. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. I found mine. So this is what I want to do right here, man. I'm going to also step out the box. I want to give my strong arm performer of the week to the one and only Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq received his doctorate recently, and I'm looking at a post that I found that said, as of today, and this was a little bit early in July, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal is the joint owner of 155 Five Guys Burgers restaurants, 17 Auntie Annie's Pretzels restaurants, 150 car washes, 40 24-hour fitness centers, a shopping center, a movie theater, and several Las Vegas nightclubs. And even though it don't say it here, I also want to throw on top of that he is also a DJ. And man, anybody who, if you've ever had any interest in making money, which I think we all do, you don't have to do a lot of reading to find out that they always tell you the key to being rich or wealthy is multiple streams of income. And god damn, Shaq is getting it in. Not only was he physically gifted, a lot of people say like athletes, I hate the term, but they say that they won like the draft pool lottery or whatever. Shaq had nothing to do with, he didn't physically do anything to make himself 7'1", right? And he had a great career, but his work ethic is crazy. All of this stuff that I just named, him earning his doctorate, owning all these businesses, being joint owners or whatever, and it's more here that's not named. I know for a fact that he recently opened up a Papa John's Pizza in Atlanta, and he's still working on TV. Like, I don't know when this joker sleeps, and he is doing a tremendous service for his family after Shaq is long gone, which I hope is 1,000 years from now. I hope Shaq lived to be 1,000. But he has set his family up for life, not just from God-given ability, from an unparalleled work ethic, and for somebody to have been blessed physically like he was, for him to still have the drive to go out and do all this other stuff, it's just amazing to me. And we come on here, we give a lot of accolades off to people who do things athletically, but this dude work ethic might be it might be the craziest shit I ever seen before in my life, man. I don't know when he sleep. And Shaq, I just want to take time to say, Strong Arm Sports is a big Shaquille O'Neal fan. We have reached out to Shaq multiple times, just hoping that he see our little small podcast, tweet him, And I'm sure that man, I mean, shit, when do he have time to look at Twitter? You heard what all he got going on. But one day, he gonna see our little tweet, he gonna acknowledge us, and we're gonna tell him how big of fans we are. And I'm starting with the fact that today you are my strong arm performer of the week, Shaq. That's big shit, bro. Congrats.
Well deserved. Plus, he from Newark. You forgot about that. Shout out to Shaq, my Newark brethren.
I mean, he can't be perfect. He got some things that didn't go in his favor.
I go to the movie theater, Shaq on right in Newark. Support my homie.
Shaq is that guy, bro.
Yeah,
Shaq is that guy.
You gotta send me that. I wanna read that.
Yeah, when I grow up, I wanna be Shaq, bro.
Yeah, man, that's big. That's them all major moves. Hey, all that they just basketball players, man. Them the power moves you're supposed to make. Nobody should be in those type of positions like a Shaq, or even it don't have to be. You won't have to make as much money as Shaq to make those type of power moves. Come on, man. We seen it done before. Babe, before I close the show, you got anything else to add?
No, sir.
Listen, man, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. As usual, if you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button and take 2 seconds. It's also a little bell up there. You can click that. It sends a notification to your mobile device that lets you know that a new episode has been uploaded to our YouTube channel. If you don't want to see two dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, UPodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. We are everywhere. There's no reason why you guys should ever miss a show. We want you to share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Tweet us, let us know. Want to thank y'all for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. Be out. Peace.